Hello, everybody, and welcome to the grand finale of Division One Grand Star Cup between two teams who have been troubled for some time now. Neither of these teams ever taking home a Division One title in the history of Grand Star Cup. Lovers Posture and B Komachi. RZ versus AI. This is a marquee matchup for the ages. I'm here joined by Torp.
Hello, everyone. I'm back from my leave of absence to commentate Division One finals once
Yes,
again.
very
One of my
proud to
favorite
cast with
things
you.
to do.
Yeah, no,
Looking
this is an
forward
honor.
to a good time.
Yes, yes. And we'll take a look in a moment at how many there are in room. Thank you all so much for joining us today. Thank you to our stream host, JC, that'll be assisting us throughout this stream. As we look at Lover's Posture's lineup, we have not seen him in the playoffs yet, and that is because they had a historically good season in D1 where three of their players averaged over 32 points in Goober, Brody, and Fresh. I mean, Fresh with just an unfathomable 36 points per game average in D1. You know, indivs aren't everything, but at the highest level of the game, to have just such a laughably large number like that on the screen right now is just absolutely incredible. And you have Zilla as well, who even though he has sort of taken a back seat this season with his 27.1 points per game, if you go and you watch the film of Zilla and you study how he's been playing in these matches, you'll understand that he is the reason why the other three have as high averages as they do. And obviously, Aidlo, one of the best baggers right now, contending for one of the best baggers that we've ever seen in GSC. He's had a number of great seasons with Lover's Posture in D1. Really surprised people as, premier bagger of today. And Goober and Brody, kind of the main two that are calling the shots, as Fresh quietly drops a bunch of points. This team is very well rounded. Very easy to see why they had such a successful season. And Torp, if you have any comments on Lover's Posture, you can go ahead and start talking about Bikamachi if you don't. But yeah, go ahead, man.
I mean, the thing I'm most impressed about them is they're relative to a lot of these other players, they're a newer team in like the top level of D1. They kind of work their way up
Hmm.
together. But their consistency lately has just been so great compared to a lot of these other teams. And I think part of that is just because they've been putting in more work than most other D1 teams
Oh
lately.
yeah,
And the past like
yeah,
six
no,
months or so since MK
for
World came out, I
sure.
think a lot of people have been dividing their time up between different games, maybe not putting in as many hours, and
Yeah, and all
this
these
team has
guys stayed
been
on.
they've
Yeah.
been pretty steady and it's showing. The time they put in is paying off. Fresh has come such a long way in the past few years. I think if you backtrack maybe a couple years ago, he would be someone that you'd identify as like a weak link on his team, and now here he is, averaging 36 in D1, playing every single match. Like that is like an insane achievement in and of itself. So
Yeah, I
I
mean
think
that
this
guy's
team's going to be
rise.
hungry.
Yeah. It's been
Yeah.
absolutely meteoric seeing all of these players rise to the level that they are at. I mean, Goober has been D1 for quite some time now. Obviously he was playing in Phantasmagoria 5 years ago. Brody as well playing in Lightspeed Kitty Cats in 2021. So those guys, they've been D1 for a while. However, Zilla, used to play in around a mid-div level at D4, D5 in AC, and Fresh used to play with CY all the way down in like Division 5 and 6 in the early seasons of GSC and late MKPS. So some of these players have just been meteoric in their rise to the top. But as we look at the B Kamachi lineup here, I mean, two of these guys are just some of the most established veterans in the game, and I'll let you take the floor here, Torp, as we talk about these formidable opponents for Lover's Posture.
Yeah, this lineup has some killers in there. They've got Fox and Barney, two of the winningest players in the history of Mario Kart, or at least Grand Star Cup. I'm pretty sure they won 5 seasons in a row, something like
Yeah,
that.
like what?
I was looking through Fox's YouTube videos, and the thumbnail said how I won my fifth GSC season in a row. I was like, God damn, someone's got to stop this guy.
That's
His
Michael Jordan shit, man. Like
I
that's
know
crazy.
his legacy is somehow continuing to build, and they've got Rosen, kind of the up and coming player of this team over the past few years.
Mhm.
Daisy player, I think MVP D1 last season with Team
He did.
IF, which is
Yes.
an achievement that not many people can say that they've done. Zach has been really
Mhm.
good for a long time, played with these guys for a while. I think won D1 last year as well with the like the
Last season
claw
with
pick
MA,
stack.
yeah.
Who else is in that
Subjects
team?
of
Chi.
Xander against Lover's
Yeah,
Posture, actually. So
yeah.
yeah.
I mean, everyone here is experienced. I think these guys have all been in D1 before. Um, and I mean, it's hard to say a bad thing about this team as well. They've got Ethan, aka Krusty, pulling the shocks. And I mean, it's interesting to see the spread of their indivs throughout this season. I feel like that's not what most people would expect, but I mean, any of them can score, and these guys are all just going to be putting on a master class as far as mechanics and understanding and everything that
Mhm.
you love to see when you watch high level Mario Kart. And here we go. We're starting off right now. We're going to have a best of 3 with, I believe, Lover's Posture hosting the first and third matches if it goes to a tiebreaker because they are the higher seed going into it. And let's
Yeah,
get into
so
it.
as we are on this voting screen here, it looks like we have 1 million viewers right now. This is actually the most watched stream on Twitch. So I want to ask you this very important question. Who do you think is going to win this? Who do you think is going to win this best of 3 series as we walk into this race 1, match 1?
I think I want to believe in the Lover's Posture, rise to the top, but it's just going to be so tough.
Mm-hmm.
They've got these like final
Yeah.
bosses waiting on the other side, guys who just like do not lose. You know what I'm saying? Like
I mean,
they've
if we
they've
take a look
won
at the
more
regular season,
seasons than they've lost.
yeah, I mean, if we take a look at the regular season really quickly, hold on, I'm trying to pull it up right now. Yeah, in D1, these guys against Lover's Posture, AI, I mean,
Mhm.
they went, they actually lost both of their matches, and it was by the same amount, by 28 points both times. So, um, I think that I am going to say Lover's Posture, though. I think that they are going to win this match in the end, ultimately.
I think that would be a hallmark achievement for I think for Zilla particularly as someone who was
Oh yeah,
like you said was like a mid div player for a while, like CT specialist. Like maybe a lot of people didn't think that he could reach this level of D1. And there's really not very many players in the modern era that have won Division 1 on both regular tracks and custom tracks. I think Brody in this room right now is like one of the only people that have done both um, in the past like however many years. I
yeah.
don't know the
I don't
stats, but
think
that's
that
what it feels
anybody
like.
else other than Brody has done it in this entire room. So it just speaks volumes of how incredible of an achievement that is, and how it would cement Zilla as, frankly, one of the best players of all time. I think that his mastery on CTs combined with now his ability on RTs that he's showcased would make certainly a great case for him as up there with some of the greats.
Yeah, but he still has to prove himself. It's gonna be
For
tough.
sure, yeah.
No one's
And he
gonna
is, I
hand
think,
it
in
to
eighth
him.
place right now, if I'm not
Yeah,
mistaken. Yeah.
I haven't been keeping
So,
too much track, but we do know that Rosen's the only Daisy in the room, so that's AI with a comfortable first place, maybe a top two. I haven't honestly really been watching that tightly, but
yeah, thankfully this will be a lot easier than the JX match where, I was confusing Rosen and Murr on the mini map.
yeah, it looks
But
like AI
this
in
star is
first.
really big for Zilla, though. Maybe trying to pass off the TC from Fresh. Nope, looks like Fresh is going to tank it. And if they have Shock, that's a pretty smart decision considering that now Fresh will be able to organically get a box in eighth place.
Yeah, if they have it, they're just playing for 2-3 at this point. Maybe they get a shock red on first. Zach's in a mega there, so they'll probably be calling it next set to get him out, which
Yeah,
means that Fox has a
Fox
good chance
does
at
have a
dodging
star, though,
this.
so they have to play this well.
Yeah, we'll see.
Looks like
Fresh does
Fresh
have
is
eyes on
holding,
him. We'll
has
see
no
if he can
dodge.
react in time.
Yep.
He's gonna chain now.
And
Okay,
Fox
so
and his
Shock's
star
gonna become
behind the
really late.
Penguin and the Cave Monument. Looks like
Oh,
Zilla's not
Zilla?
his
I
star
think
yet,
he should
uses
be
it.
fine.
They're going to call him out, yeah. And this will
I think they
be
still
great for
have
Lover's
Fox in the back
Posture.
though. I think they should have waited a little longer. It looks like on the
Maybe the
minimap he
back
dodged.
bomb? Good. Nice back bomb.
Yeah, they
Okay.
dodged Fox. That's a bit of a mistake there. I think they should have let
Oh,
maybe
okay.
Fresh in the
Wow.
back call
Yeah.
that when they saw him get out of it, but
Yeah,
it's a
good eye
pretty
on the
even
minimap,
race.
actually. I did not catch that. Hmm.
Yeah,
Well,
I think
yeah, bit of a
AI
poor
did a good job
mistake.
cycling their dodges there. They
Yes,
had
indeed.
they had a mega in the mid pack somewhere, just kind of to allow Rosen to secure his first place spot. Because there are a lot of places where you get shock redded on that track that could actually be really harmful. Like if you get shocked into the box in second and also throw the shock red, you could like combo the guy. Oh, and maybe that's what happened. I didn't even see. Somehow Brody won the race.
Well, I mean, yeah. a 1-3 for Brody and Zilla right there is really, really good considering how Fox was able to dodge at the end. So minimizing the race that AI could have gotten. However, 2-4-5 is still nothing to scoff at, and especially getting seventh there. Pretty even race. I mean, it's literally a +1 race for Lover's Posture. So I don't think either team was necessarily walking away from that race sweating. However, I think that coming away from that, Lover's Posture, definitely got to do a better job of being patient with the shock. But AI also, I mean, they only had Rosen up there, but they weren't able to get much frontal presence other than him. So definitely some things to look at going into the next 10.
Yeah, these little things will start to add up as they always do in finals, and I mean, finals of anything is always just a treat to watch. You know,
Oh yeah, yeah.
there's so much riding on each race and each decision, and it feels like, you know, the it's just the kind of adrenaline rush that keeps people coming back to the game and makes it fun to
hmm
watch.
hmm For sure. There's no game like this one. Whether it's racing games or Nintendo games, Mario Kart Wii is truly special thanks to the entertainment it provides at a high level.
Yeah, and how long has it been out? 2008 till now? What, we're talking
Well,
17
yeah.
years? And
I mean,
with the new Mario
game's
Kart
been out
games
for basically my
having
whole
come and
life.
gone in the
Yeah.
past, we're still playing with 9 divisions with like what, 6 teams each? Like somehow the game is just like it's just
Yeah,
refusing
no.
to die at all.
It
And
has
there's a
definitely
World
stood the
Cup
test of
happening.
time.
There is so much going for this game right now.
Exactly. Yeah, I remember unboxing this game on Christmas Day of 2010. That was like my first conscious memory, and then next month I'm 19. It's crazy.
And you're young,
Game's been with me
man.
my whole life. Yeah. As we see Zilla with this golden in sixth place, this is really, really impactful as he'll be able to golden up into these top spots here and potentially keep them. He may be a little bit worried about blue. Looks like he's actually going to be a little bit behind Fox, though, as he hit the wall. Unfortunate mistake, but that could end up being good in the long run as Lover's Posture are in the mid spot, so they are more likely to get the blue shell.
Yeah, Fox had a really good lap one. I think he pulled a Schumann second from the first set and took the little cactus cut.
Oh,
But
he
here he is
failed.
failing on the wall glitch.
Whoa! A
Really
rare fail
unexpected
from
from that guy.
Fox.
And
Yeah.
again,
No.
I feel like to some level the amount of rust is like not completely shed and maybe a little bit of. I mean, I can't imagine Fox has any nerves in D1 finals. He's just been here
Oh
way too
yeah,
many
no. This
times.
is he's been playing in these since like the Jurassic Age, but you might have a point about how there might be some things that just aren't quite clicking the way that they used to, a couple of years ago.
But either
Especially
way,
with his presence on MK World.
the
Either
Brody
way.
and Zilla duo is planting their flag in top two right now. I mean, these
hmm
guys have
hmm
been
Oh, this blue is so
running the lead.
big. It's hitting him in a very bad spot. Looks like Brody's gonna be able to go tight though. Zach is right behind him. Barney is in the sand. He is on the other side. He hits the pokey. That is so huge. Oh no, it looks like Goober has a revolving right around him and Fresh is a star. So it's still a good race for Lover's Posture at the moment, as we'll see an ending shock. Dodge Fresh at the end. And it looks like a good race for Lover's Posture. Bottom two for AI there. Wow.
Yeah, just another strange race. Again, people not playing particularly clean right now,
Yeah.
on either side. But
You can tell that everybody's heart rate is like a little bit high. Like I think that it'll
sometimes
take a couple races to chill out. Yeah. Sometimes it's just the
sometimes
way
that
it
makes
is,
it even better to watch. You know, it's just kind of it
Yeah.
becomes raw and it's about who wants it more.
Exactly. Yeah. It's not like you're nervous. It's like you're ready and like, you're kind of waiting for that moment to strike, and sometimes when you're doing that, you can kind of get caught up in tunnel vision a little bit. So, great race for Lover's Posture though, as Brody already on 30 points. So, they're off to an excellent lead early on.
Yeah, that was I think a good shot call there at the end. Fresh got himself all the way up to third, making sure that Brody was securely over the line. So a
hmm
slight lead here for RZ, but
This
still a
is
lot of races
nothing.
to go.
Yeah.
I feel like we've yet to see all these players really activate and really get into the swing of things.
Yes, 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 no. Um, we'll definitely see as the later races come by and as things get down to the wire, these players really get into their element and play the way that they've played in high stakes matches before. Oh yeah, there is also a -5 I'm hearing. Do we have word on which team it was? Let me look at the chat right now. Um, Yeah, I'm -5 against RZ. Taking a look at the penalty. Yeah, it looks like Aidlo bumped one of the runners into a banana on Sherbetland, and it appears that one referee has already voted it a -5, and one board member has already opined that it is a -5 as well. So, costly pen right there for Lover's Posture.
Yeah, 14-point lead cut down to 9 points. Still not, you know,
Yeah, not
doesn't
too
really change the
bad, but
landscape of
yeah.
the match. There's so much time to go anyway, but yeah, you hate to be losing points to things like that,
Yeah, no, no,
especially in
no. Definitely
finals.
can't be risking stuff like that. And we saw with AI the other day, they ultimately ended up making the finals and, beating JX. However, Krusty had -25 points in penalties, and had he not had that many penalties, they would have actually ended up winning that match. I think it was either 25 or 20 points, but just goes to show how these things matter, you know?
Absolutely. Here we go. Early stop
Ooh.
troll from Zilla on Fox. I feel like hitting people is like the strat right now. I don't know if that's just me and the
No,
things that
you
I've
you
seen,
have
but
a point, man. Good
there's
eye.
a
Yeah.
lot of like slagging and griefing and all kinds of like
Yes.
slowing people down has become like the
I
thing to do.
completely agree. As somebody who has played, I mean, just hundreds of lounge events and hundreds of wars over the past year or so, I definitely think that the meta is evolving into schlagging. Oh, this dodge is huge, by the way. Wow, that is going to get their 6-7 in the boxes. Fox has a POW in fifth right
Yeah,
now
really
with
unfortunate chain. You would love to have like triple shrooms
yeah.
here.
Ooh,
Because I mean, if
not
AI
very
runs
good
top
considering
three
they're
through
top
this
three.
set, the other team's just gonna get shrooms and catch up, I feel.
Yeah, no, that quite
Now it looks
literally
like
is
they
the
just
worst shade he could have gotten because here comes Zilla
yeah.
Goldening. Yeah.
Yeah, I think AI didn't I don't know, maybe they didn't account for that possibility, but it was just a pretty unlucky
Oh,
pull in
bad wall
general.
hit. Schlags
Yeah.
on Fresh though. Takes one of his boxes. This single shroom. Another bad item for Fox. Opts to hold it for a little bit. Getting trolled by Brody right now. Avoids him spectacularly, but he gets hit! He gets hit after the boxes. That is so impactful. That's basically going to
Oh,
send them
big
to
moment
eighth
here. Can he hit the
place.
fib? No, I think that was short by about 20 feet.
Yeah.
Unfortunate. And Fox with the last
Oh,
second dodge
big
is
ending
gonna beat
shock
their whole
though.
team, I
He's
think.
gonna beat one, two
Yeah.
people, so
Oof.
still a 1-4-5 for AI. So a good race that right there for them. I think if I'm not mistaken, they got third too. I'm
Yeah,
pretty
I'm
sure they
pretty
got 1.45.
sure
Yeah, yeah.
RZ got like bottom three at the end, which was surprising because it looked
Oh
like
wow,
Brody
yeah.
was taking names with the Reds, and then I guess
And that's shocking considering, how with the first shock, right? Obviously, Fox chained a very terrible item. I mean, he got a POW when his team was all up there. So he POW'd his team into boxes. They were able to hold down the fort. Only Zilla was able to golden up there, and he was faced with a 2v1 with Zach and Barney being the main ones that were kind of like pressuring him up there. So, yeah, very well played race by that.
yeah, and big double shock race for Krusty. I think that
Hmm.
was the first ones they pulled so far this match. I'm pretty sure RZ got it on Sugarland and DDR. So shot count even, AI slightly in the lead.
In any event, yeah, the meta has definitely shifted towards schlagging and towards, um, making it so that the top three players can break away because, you have two of the top three players, right? So if you just do the math and you think to yourself, okay, if you can get 1-3 or top two, then we automatically win the race. So just doing that, in wars and even in Mogies, right? That is definitely where the line of thinking in this game has kind of pivoted towards. And, that's what we're seeing in these matches. People kind of sacrifice points in order to make it so that three players can run or two players can run. And we saw that this season, textbook with Lover's Posture.
Yeah, another thing. Man, BCWii is still around. I have so many things to say about the way this track works. Chat, vote on your phones. What position do you think the Daisy player will get this race? I have it. I have an idea. I'm just saying. We'll see. I'll hold off until it actually happens. I might look like a moron later if he just loses, but Yeah, name of the game here is controlling the front, and right now Lover's Posture has three players kind of in the back there with Rosen in first. Probably gonna have an
I'm
open look at the
saying, yeah,
glitch.
I'm saying minus 500 odds that he's able to take glitch in first right here. And I mean, yeah, that's just a free money right there. He is gone in first place. Lover's Posture unsuccessfully able to block the glitch on lap one. And quite frankly, at this level, that kind of means curtains, unless they're able to get a blue like right now. Because he's gonna have a free shot at it in first, sorry. And unless they're able to TS him or blue him like immediately, then yeah, it's wraps. They blew him right
Looks like
there though.
Alo is 10, although Krusty will have some chances to pull it at ninth here if he doesn't have it already. I think the name of the
Interesting.
game
Rosen's
for
still
AI is
first.
just to keep first secured. I think Zach is up there too, and then for Fox and Barney in the back, they just want to stay close enough that they could dodge and pretty much
And these
pass
guys,
everybody.
Brody and Zilla right here, these guys, they need to make glitch too. One of them. One of them needs to concede, and one of them needs to make it, I think. So
Yeah,
we
if
see
they're playing
Brody
for
kind of taking the
first,
back seat.
that's the play, but it looks like most people not going for it.
I think I think Brody made it. He must have. Yeah. Because he was in sixth place and he dropped behind Zilla and he's not here now. So yeah, Brody definitely must have made it. Now he's up there. No, no,
It
no.
looks like
He's in fifth right now. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah, he's
So
still in the back.
hmm.
Zach is up there
Okay,
in second
well,
or
still
third,
in the
just
mid pack, yeah.
trying to win out. AI back here in bottom two. They
Interesting.
could very realistically both have dodges, although I haven't seen
Maybe we could
anything
see
to
a
confirm
schlag
which
from Zilla
Baggett has
here.
it.
Or no, looks like yeah. Tries the star right there.
Okay,
They're
AI,
gonna let Rosen take glitch. I think it's. I
yeah,
want to say
AI
it's
doesn't
definitely
have
a
it. I think
Lover's
they were
Posture
covering a
shock. Yeah.
TS on Zach. I think that's why Fox used that
Yeah.
there in case they TS second. Because again, Lover's
Hmm.
Posture is just playing for 2v4 here if that's what they can get. Barney in a
Yeah.
star. Maybe nobody has it right now, or okay, now
There
that
it
makes a lot
is.
more
Wow.
sense. Yeah,
Okay,
they
so
were
they
just waiting
shocked
for all
Zach right
those
after the
options to be
boxes.
gone.
Yeah. They
Can they
TS
beat
him? Yeah,
Zach
they
though? I
TS'd
think
him.
he got TS'd, so he's
He
got no
got TS, but
item.
it's kind of a good TS.
Gets the
Oh,
ground
Brody dodging
star.
and
Brody's going to beat
Bill.
him in the bill. The shroom is not going to be enough.
Smart line. Yeah. Wow.
Big ground star there.
So
There was also a last
mixed
second
race.
blue
Yeah.
that I think just
Pretty
didn't hit
mixed race.
anyone. But yeah, so the free 15 points for the Daisy player, as always. We're going
Yeah,
to
and
act
I
like
mean,
that
just
wasn't unfair.
quite conservatively played race by Lover's Posture, I must say. I think that TSing Zach there, he gets a very good respawn. I think that maybe you may try not to TS him because it's lap three, so um, he will end up beating you still. I mean, Brody dodges and beat him, but maybe Zilla would have been able to beat him had he just been shocked immediately after the ramp and not TS'd and not been big. And then maybe he's able to pick up the ground star that Krusty dropped. So definitely could have made a couple different decisions. Both teams could have, but ultimately, better race for I think it was Lover's Posture, yeah, or sorry,
It was a
Komachi, due to
pretty
yeah,
pretty even one.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
but again, I mean, the AI did do a good job at limiting their options. They had Fox and Barney both use a dodge at some point during lap three at some of the more common spots, like around the glitch and around the big
Hmm.
TS ramp, just to kind of limit the power that Shock had that race. Also,
Yeah.
Logan's Posture only had the one dodge with Zilla's Mega, so he got pretty much the best spot he could have. It would have been really tough to beat Zach given the lead that he had. Um,
Yeah, I mean,
so
you know, if they were to shock him immediately after, and he's just second
right.
place, zapped, maybe he could have beat him, but I think that's the only circumstance where something like that would happen and they end up
Or they,
getting a
yeah,
good
they
race.
shock the
But
guy behind him, then
ultimately,
he
yeah,
box on the ramp, and you get a red.
yeah,
That's
or
might be
something like
better than
that,
the
yeah.
TS. Yeah.
Ultimately, good race for AI as we see BC3 get picked here. Everybody picked it, by the way. This track is very, very popular in D1.
Yeah, this track will never stop getting picked. If we're playing Mario Kart
Yeah.
10 years from now, we'll still play BC3 every single war and every single Mogi.
Yeah. By like race 7 still, always.
Yeah.
Bomb
So
is
we'll see
super
the battle
huge. It
for the
doesn't
it's
hit
all about cut
Rosen.
control here.
I think it hit Goober though, unfortunately. Ooh, that is a little tough if I'm correct.
Yeah, whichever team can get someone over the cut first will have a big advantage. Rosen is stopping for Ultra on one. Zilla's taking cut here with the Shroom, but he might not
Good
be able
grief.
to.
But ultimately not enough. Fox fails
Fox
the
goes
cut though.
down.
And that was a good grief attempt by Barney,
Mhm.
as we'll now see AI in top two. Zilla slows down to the Nana. That's really bad, as he's now breaking behind these top two players. He is no longer in sniping range of them. That is super, super bad for Lover's
Pretty
Posture.
sure Barney has an additional shroom in first based on the way he used that second shroom there to take cut, so he should be dodging that blue.
Yeah.
Yeah, there he is. And now Rosen will probably take Ultra and Barney will block cut, and this race is going to get tough for RZ. They're going to have to dedicate a lot of resources towards keeping cut open and having people shroom up into the front. Somehow Barney is off the track. I think he like low
Oh,
tripped
this just
off or
turned on its
something,
head.
and
Oh,
now
here
the
we
cut is
go.
wide open.
Yep, and
Wow,
that
that
is
is
like a
such a big
free throw
swing.
for Zilla right there.
I know the cut being wide open just made this race so much easier for their whole team. They're able to get numbers up towards the front.
And I mean, just what the heck? As now we see AI in 2-3-4. They throw the blue out though. So that is gonna have their team in like a top 2-4, maybe even 1-3-4 position. It looks like.
Yeah, somehow Lover's Posture finding themselves in bottom three, so Zilla has a huge task to do. I mean, at best you can block cut one person on
He
blocks, and
needs
then
a
maybe
fib like
like
now.
they take Ultra and somebody else
That's
takes
so
regular
huge.
cut. But like, there's just no way he should be able to hold first unless they have shock and they can use it now. He missed the
Oh,
block.
he
Not.
missed. That's so big. They used the shock though to mitigate it a little bit, and the green does not connect. He's still in first place.
Let's see if his teammates in the
Fox
back can take
dodges.
it. Fresh is on the come up. He's got to avoid this red. I think he should be fine. Back bomb on Barney's going to take him out of the race. Lover's Posture with a chance to gain a lot of spots at the end here if they can shroom up.
A single red for Fox is not going to do it. As
Star
we see
drop
this
here. They
ground star
split
is
it.
so huge for
Is he
Zilla.
off in the star? He got bumped off in the star. Posture's getting top three. I cannot believe how that swung around
Wow.
for them.
Oh my God. I mean, I feel like, was that a ground star from Krusty? Or am I mistaken? Because if
Yeah,
it was,
pretty
then that was a
sure.
very, very poorly played race by B. Komachi. I mean, we saw the failed cut by Zilla on lap 3, which, that is a misplay, I think. However, you know, I obviously we saw that Barney and Rosen were able to break away a little bit in the top two, but then after that, Barney was off and Rosen wasn't able to take cut. It was a free cut for Zilla. He was able to get into first place. I mean, just overall, Lover's Posture completely turned that race around from an unwinnable position during the middle of lap two, and just brilliantly played by them as they now have the lead after 5 races.
Yeah, shock was really important there though, because I mean, with Zilla missing the cut block, you believe that like at least two AI players would have taken it and probably just gotten a free top two if it was shockless or if the other team had it. Um,
Yeah.
but they used it well. I mean, it didn't really end up mattering in the end that Zilla didn't block cut. The only reason why
Yeah, I
it
mean,
would have mattered is I guess the guy who hits the fib would have slowed down a lot more, or like I don't know.
yeah, it would have
It's strange to
impacted
see
things minorly, I
him miss
feel,
that,
but.
but
Delfino Square,
yeah.
a pretty ordinary pick for Bikamachi. We see this come out for teams in all sorts of divs. It is a very common reset track. So TF, also a very common track for top 2-4. We've seen this kind of be bread and butter for many, many years now. We'll see what track gets picked. It looks like TF. So if Lover's Posture have a good opening here, then they are going to have a commanding lead in the frontal spots. And then it's going to be tough for B. Komachi to stop the snowball from there.
Yeah, the lead has changed hands a few times already, but if Posture can execute with this starting advantage, then we'll see if they can expand on it. But it looks like
Big
Rosen's
draft,
actually the one that
though, for
drafts up into
Rosen.
first.
Yeah,
I'm not
good
sure if
by
he drafted
him.
his own teammate or the other team, but it's going to be a
Fox is a
battle for
shroom
first
here. We're
place
going to
here
see
for
who's going
now.
to take it. Yeah.
Yeah, could be a good chain here. That's such a good
Ooh,
pull.
and now he's
Great
a
snipe
shroom
as
in
well.
first.
Schumann first with
Wow.
Zach as a meat shield behind him. So Zach can start backing and make sure Fox never gets redded. And this should be a 15 points for Fox as long as they don't have like multiple blues or a target shock or something. Pack already
So
spreading out a lot.
yeah, very, very well played by Fox, who, might I say, had the world record on this track for quite some time. And so
Along with
obviously he will just have a quite good driving in first place, hopefully, regardless of whether or not he's playing online or in TTs. So well played by him to get the fifth place box, which ended up being triple shrooms. And now he has a shroom in first with Zach behind him, like you said. Meanwhile, Zilla with this star in sixth place. Very big item for Lover's Posture. I mean, frankly, this is the only chance that they have of beating Fox if they are able to get
Yeah,
a shock and use it early.
the win
Oh, but
condition
the
is
POW
just,
though.
oh, they've got
Here come the
Star and
dodges.
Bill.
They're
No
probably
shock to be
yelling to their bagger
found.
to spam it right now.
Uh-huh.
Not going to be able to do it in time. The red up at Rosen. Will it connect? Doesn't look like it. He's forced to Mega, though.
And Fox has just been
Fox
chilling
still
the
in
entire
first with
time.
his shroom, yeah.
I think they used that power to get him in the air previous lap, so he was able to just keep his lead, and that's about all the catch-up potential there is on this track for Lover's Posture. So, oh, but Triple Shrooms is
Oh,
so
these
nice.
triple
If they can
shrooms,
get two,
though.
three out of this race, that would be like a blessing, given how good the start was for AI.
That's
So,
big, though. They
I
didn't get
guess
an
that's what they're
item.
playing for. One of the
It
baggers
looks
has
like,
left
yeah.
the station, so there could be a shock in play. He somehow
Whoa!
dodges the POW. That was really strange, but he got a trick on accident. And
Whoa!
Fox
He's getting the
Fox
red out,
is
too.
Fox is still winning, but oh, that's such a
Oh,
bad
no,
turn
no,
of
no, no.
events for Zilla. I think he only
Goober
lost
beat
one
him at the
spot.
end due to the red.
Did he really? I
I'm
missed
pretty
that.
sure. I think I saw it on the minimap. I don't want to swear on nothing, but I think that that might have been what happened. And if so, I mean, wow, what a hop dodge! What a red shell! I mean, come on, don't tell me I'm right because that would just be absolutely insane. I think it was very close at the end, so I'm not sure. May have been Fox first, may have been Goober.
Yeah, I wonder if he got like powed in the mud in first, and that's why it ended up being close.
Maybe,
That's
yeah. Yeah, it looks like Goober got first. Wow, so I was correct. Oh my goodness. That was a crazy red shell right there.
yeah. I don't know. I really don't know how they managed to get such a good race out of that. I was convinced from the beginning that there was no way Fox was not going to win that race. And it
Hold
looked
on,
like
wait.
him and Zach were top two for a minute. And I don't know how Zach ended up getting overtaken there because that was a really key, you know, like gatekeeping position that he was playing for a while. But RZ showing some real resilience here, winning races that they maybe ought to not be winning, but just
Yeah,
doing whatever it
exactly.
takes to turn the tides. So they're going to start to
Hmm.
build a little bit of a lead as we pass over the halfway point in this first match.
Yeah, and Lover's Posture, they were kind of able to, in the end, ultimately hold on to their lead, which, is not very many points, but we haven't seen the lead be super big throughout this match. So 17 points here is a lot considering, you know, um, what the stakes are. I mean, this is match one. How you go into match two kind of depends on how much you lose match one, I feel like. So a lot of things riding on these last couple of races for both teams.
Yeah, RBC, another dynamic track. Drafts at the beginning going to be very important here, as always.
Of course, as we see Fox in second place, another track that he is just an exceptional driver at on time trials. So see if it translates into online here. We see the
Oh,
Nana
too
hit into the
aggressive
green
there.
combo, though, is so bad. And now he's getting grief by Brody. And that is how quickly in Division 1 your race can turn around these days. As we see B Komachi immediately in bottom two.
Yeah, Zach is saving the team right now in first on his own, and the Nana on Zilla is going to keep them in this race because if they weren't in first, then their whole team would just be getting pushed back over and over as RZ would break away, and they're holding the blue as well. So really, really powerful combination right there to be in first and have the blue on a track where there are so many chances to spread out the pack and hit the opposing teams. And it looks like Fox is doing a little bit of deception here, maybe trying to make it look like he doesn't have an item yet. The way he swerved to the left, just trying to maybe throw off the information that the other team has. Some subtle
Hmm.
things like that can sometimes make the difference, sometimes not. You never know.
Yeah, I mean, this
There's another
blue right
TC,
here is doing
I think the
wonders for them with
third
that
one of the
TC.
race.
That's so impactful. As now we're gonna see oh, that red too, that's huge. Oh my goodness. So Lover's Posture kind of picking away at these B Kamachi spots as they're still in 2-3 here, as I'm pretty sure that looks like a B Kamachi member that got TC'd, and he's still in first. However, this is pretty bad for the rest of the team though.
Yeah, and Fox stuck in the back with the blue means that he's going to have a really hard time catching up. So it looks like these top three are just going to keep their spots for now.
Brody in
Zach,
fourth. It looks
Zach doesn't
like
have to worry about getting blued either. And yeah, even
looks like
fourth place has
Rosen
a break over
spun,
the rest of the
yeah.
pack. I
Yeah, it
mean,
looks like Rosen spun
they,
a
they
little
can't
bit.
even make play with this blue because they have AI just has nobody that could even catch up afterwards. And I think Fresh is trying to deny the bill from Fox here, trying to sit for eighth. Yeah, he might not know
It's
that
kind
Fox has
of a
been holding
bad
blue all
play,
race.
yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, I think that maybe the front players could communicate that blue like definitely is being held right now. Or
their
maybe the
job is
mid
just
pack
to not
players.
get a out and just keep 2-3-4.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. But no, good 2-3-4 for Lover's Posture right here. As I think was that Fox in eighth place, by the way? Am I
Yeah,
mistaken?
he's way back in
Oh,
eighth.
okay. Wow, wow,
No
wow. So
longer
two,
has
three,
the
four,
blue. I
seven. Yeah.
didn't see how he lost it, but obviously he didn't blue Zach. So I mean, it's just going to be a
Or
first for
no,
AI
no,
and
no way.
a whole lot of nothing
Oh,
else.
yeah, no, no, no. Yeah.
Now, fourth gets shocked on the ramp. He should be fine. It should be a 2-3-4 for Lover's Posture. I mean, maybe Rosen can gain a spot here with a play. Nah. Such a strange race. The pack was just so spread out. I mean, I know there were a few TCs, and blue was held, and, just one of those packs where the spots were just kind of set in stone the entire time. Really unfortunate draw for Fox there, having to hold blue for his teammate, but it was worth it for the 15.
Yeah, for sure. And I'm just posting this really quickly from Fox's perspective. How Lover's Posture were kind of able to take over last race on TF because this was just very well played by them as we see another winning race right there. I mean, these guys have just been responding so well to all of the things that B Komachi throws at them. It feels like B Komachi, they kind of hold control of these races for a little bit, maybe during the latter ends of lap ones and the early starts of top twos, and then as soon as lap three starts or as soon as there's a game-changing cut, things kind of turn on their head for Lover's Posture.
And they found a good way to convert on a lot of these. They're putting themselves in situations where they have a pretty confirmed good race, and they're also turning the tides when it looks like the race is slightly in the other team's favor. And you can't always count on having an advantage on lap one every single time, right? You can't count on having shock, but if you can win a race where it looks like the other team has the edge, that is really, really powerful, just on the whole. So I'm impressed right now.
Yeah, no, these guys are playing like they've been here before 100%. And they have. They faced against subjects of Xander last season and they lost. They ended up taking one match against them. So they know how to win a finals match. So if they can do it two times in a row, then everybody in the chat and everybody in the casting booth, we all know what that means for Lover's Posture.
Yeah, but they're still really not out of the woods at all. 22 points that's
Oh
really like a
yeah,
one
yeah,
race deficit
for
if
sure.
everything goes wrong for their team. And
No,
we've
you're
seen
100%
Fox and
right.
Barney make tons of comebacks before. It's not always, a landslide, lopsided victory. Sometimes they have to claw their way back, and they can absolutely do it. Here's Brody taking over the first place spot. Really important on this track as well as, basically every other track in the game. Kind of goes without saying.
Yeah, I mean, Zilla in third place right now with nothing is kind of a bad seat to be in, I would say. However, he is establishing a bit of a break on whoever that fourth place is. So this is kind of developing into a 1v1 between him and Zach. Gonna take the cut though, so now they're gonna have a demanding top two. But this red is so huge as that is going to be detrimental to Lover's Posture trying to get better spots up here.
Yeah, Fox coasting in with the star. It looks like he might be opting to use it here. Oh no,
Ooh, bad fail by Zach. He failed the
yeah,
shroom
Zach
and got
is
redded. It's
out of
another
there, and
top
it's
three
top
again.
three for the other team. If they have shock, they might just dodge
That's
Fox into first
terrible.
here. But if they don't have
Yeah,
it, then
potentially.
they're just trying to salvage it at this point. He misses the box too, clipping the side of the ramp, not even able to get into second, which is really
Goober gets a
tough.
box. This could be deadly.
Yeah, he's stuck behind
Misses him,
Goober,
gets
who
the
has
draft
one
though.
or two
Ooh,
items here.
it's another
I don't think he's
pretty
ahead. I think
much
he's got to be
neck and
careful here.
neck. Yeah, they're neck and neck right now. Looks like.
There's a star drop for like fourth place.
Yeah,
Wait,
looks like it missed
first place
Fox.
just got taken out. I don't know
Oh,
what
maybe.
happened to our
Oh,
boy.
oh,
No, but
good
he
bid
gets
by
the snipe
Brody.
anyway. What is going
And
on?
Fresh got the star. Wait, I think that was a star from Krusty, and it might have trolled Brody, and then I think that Fresh picked it up. That
Yeah, and
blue is so big though right
Arnie
now.
billed his teammate. There's another blue. I think it's still going to be
These
posture with
races are
the top
chaotic,
spots
man.
for the most part. Yeah.
Yeah.
top 2,
Oh, that
4
red
for
is
Lover's
big
Posture.
though.
Goober looks like he can break that. Yeah. I mean, unless there's like a late dodge for AI, which it doesn't look like a lot of them have dodges even close to the front. And
Yeah,
Zilla
and we
holding
do
this
see
Mega
that
is going to be
Rosen is like a
so big for
million
them.
years behind in last. So
Yeah.
we see that Zilla has this Mega. This could very easily be top 4.
I mean, yeah, what, you
Bomb
shock
is
the whole other
big.
team after the ramp right here?
He's gonna
And there's
start.
just nothing
What?
they can do if he dodges. There it is, top 3.
What?
Easy as that for
Did he
Lover's
get?
Posture.
Yeah, wow. Where did he? Oh, he must have got a ground star. For sure. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah, I mean, even it didn't make a difference either way, but it
Yeah,
just meant that
it didn't make a
the other
difference,
team
but that
had
was so
no
confusing.
counterplay at all, I guess.
I mean, I saw the Mega in his inventory, and then we switch over to Fox's POV. I see he's dodging a star, and I'm lost. But great
AI
race for
looking
Lover's
really,
Posture right
really
there.
shaky that race. I don't know. I mean, kind of like an early, really not too impactful bill
I
usage
want to
from Barney
mention
hitting his teammate. Rosen was a mile behind. Like
I
they
want
don't
to
have anything
mention
going for
one
them right now.
thing as well. The veterans of B. Komachi, right? Fox and Barney, 48 and 29 points. And you know, obviously, as we mentioned, Indivs, they're not everything. However, these are the players who have won 5 championships in a row, right? So when it's time to score points, you count on them to be the ones that are making the impactful plays to get into first place, to get into the top 3, and they're not doing that right now. So they are the players who need to step up. Otherwise, I think that we're going to point to them as the people who Bikamachi could look for more from in the second match.
Yeah, hard for them to find like an area where they can, gain an edge here. It feels like Posture is doing great at controlling the pack, knowing when to schlag, knowing when to keep things spread out, and also catching up in these races where they're in bad spots. And then when they get in the front, I mean, it's looking really, really hard to overtake. So, what does AI have to turn to figure this one out and make a comeback here? Only a few races to
Exactly.
go.
I mean, the unbeatables are starting to look beatable right now in terms of Fox and Barney. And Lover's Posture have been commanding these races at the end and during the middle of the races too, quite frankly. And their openings have been great as well. I mean, we need to see more answers from B. Kamachi for sure.
Yeah, early TC actually not too bad if he can find a pass here, because he's got teammates in front of him, but it looks like with the split path, there's no one really to hand it off to, so he's just going to have to tank it.
Yeah, no, unfortunate for him. 100%. He gets these triple shrooms. Doesn't really look like they're going to be super impactful, though. Oh, maybe able to take double, but still falling a little bit behind the rest of the pack.
TC
I
and
think it was,
last
yeah,
for
a TC
Fox,
warning.
he's going to be a
Yeah, he's
mile behind. I
TC'd.
mean, we're talking about him not being able to find a way to have impact on
Oh,
these races, and sometimes it's just the luck of the draw, The game doesn't want you
speaking
to,
of luck of the draw, we've gotten really
yeah.
unlucky with our perspectives, as now both of our POVs are gone in last. We do see Fresh, though, is up there in the top spots.
Yeah, first
Looks
or
like
second for him, not exactly sure. There's a chance that someone on AI took double into the front early, maybe Barney, where he went right path there. We'll see what Zilla does with the blue. This will
red
tell us
and
a lot
blue.
about who is
Yeah,
where
the
in the pack.
dynamics of the race. Yeah. I
Well,
think
Fresh
that
is
we'd
certainly
have to
not in
only
first
assume,
anymore.
yeah, that Brody is in first if he's holding this blue shell. So that looks like it's a good race right now for
Ouch.
Lover's Posture. He's losing the blue shell though. Um
Yeah, and look at the people spinning on the map. I mean, this pack has been spread thin
Brody
once
is
again.
gone in first if our hypothesis is correct, which I
Yeah,
don't see why
it's
it wouldn't
Fresh and
be.
Goober
Yeah.
right now who are just like completely manipulating the pack just
He's
to keep
is
first
T
place for their
blue?
teammate.
No. Golden is big. It looks like he's catching up to Goober. Now he's
Mhm.
random green though. Oh, that is huge. But it looks like the golden is going to get him a little bit before the boxes.
Yeah.
Avoids the green right there. And gets a single red in 7th. Oh my goodness. That item is so poor. He does hit out Zilla though. So Zilla is going to kind of be forced to get 8th here. Maybe unless there's a last second shock. It looks like there is. Fox is still alive though. And it looks like Zilla hit the ground red. So he's still in 8th place for now. and I think that
Zach bumped into
oh
the
Zach
wall.
got bumped. So I want to say I think that it was 1-5-8, and then either 3 or 4 for Lover's Posture.
Yeah, I mean, and that was a kind of a strange race from Lover's Posture, especially it feels like, sometimes on Delfino it's kind of hard to control everything with the way the
Oh,
cuts
top
work and the
two.
shock, but top two, I mean, they get that advantage and they find like a way to secure it in a situation where it's usually so difficult to do that, right? Like, how often do you see somebody just run the entirety of Delfino Square uncontested? And it's not because he's driving, light speed, world record pace. It's because they are controlling the pack in a way that really reduces the options of their opponent, and that's why they're having the success at holding these top spots. They're making it look easy.
Yeah, I mean, you're exactly right that they're making it look easy. I mean, we saw, like, from the perspective of Zilla, which obviously he's a whole country away from the pack. However, we saw from his perspective that Fresh was in sort of those mid spots at the end of lap 2 going into lap 3, and then he just appears in second place at the end of the race. I mean, seriously, we can't see what's going on these players like Goober and Fresh and Brody's POV. We can see it with Zilla, but I mean they are just finding ways to win these races in the end, and they are just so crafty, and there's a reason why they are holding a commanding 52-point lead right now, which I must say is kind of one of the biggest leads that we've seen throughout the entire playoff so far.
Yeah, I know that the semifinals that AI played to get here against JX was extremely tight, um,
Yeah, and I mean
for
the
the most
only
part.
match that hasn't been tight was the second match between ZC and B Komachi. So yeah, this is a very, very big lead for Lover's Posture when you consider how close these teams are and how good this div is.
Not insurmountable though. They need an even
Sure.
race or a slightly winning race to kind of put this match away. We've seen
Hmm.
crazy things happen before. Um,
Good double for Fox. Looks like one of the Lover's Postures members gets bumped out right there.
Yeah, but it's Goober holding it
2-3
down
for
in the
them.
front,
Yeah,
and
two,
I'm
three,
pretty sure
four.
Barney got nanted off, so that should be AI back there in eighth.
Mm-hmm. That would make sense. Yeah, as we see all blue lines in kind of the middle of the pack. These triple reds could be very huge, though. Maybe he drops behind Rosen to kind of get rid of the mid pack. I'm not sure. Or maybe he tries to hit Zach up here. We'll see.
I don't know. I think if you're AI, you kind of have to play for first in these races now. They can't afford to just take
Oh,
spots and
that red
salvage the
is so
race. And that's,
bad!
oh,
And
their
he
whole team
fails
is
the
falling
double!
apart.
Their entire team is in top four.
Yeah, I mean, that could not have gone
I
any
mean,
worse. Just the Nana that
oh
hit
my, oh
them had
well.
just like this domino effect where nobody on their team could
And
make double.
And I want to mention that that was so greed by Fox right there, pulling out the reds while his teammate was right next to him on double. And,
And it looks like there's no
those
shock in
triple
play
reds got him
either.
off.
No shock in
Yeah,
play to
no
save them,
shock.
as they would have definitely dodged Fox and Barney there. He's gonna go for this
Big Blue
box,
to cut
hoping
the
to get
lead down to
something, but like,
42.
yeah, I think they dodged the blue anyway. I mean, it's
Yeah, wow, this is.
how do you beat this team right
Oh,
now? They're just doing absolutely
they're
everything right.
unstoppable.
It's a top three, and this match is gonna be put to bed just like that.
Wow. Unbelievable. Well played by Lover's Posture. I mean, oh my goodness. I feel like this may be a bit controversial to say, but with that performance in match one, how they have just played, you could have sent any team in the semifinals, and I feel like they would have played the same. They showed that they were ready for this matchup right here.
Yeah, it feels like they're playing better as the match has gone on too, which is extremely difficult to say for a lot of other teams. Like there hasn't really been a race since like the very beginning where I'm like, oh, maybe they should have done that better and gotten more out of it. Like they are firing on all cylinders
Oh
right now, and
yeah.
it's a team win too, which is really really impressive. Um, I don't know.
Yeah,
I mean,
no,
this
they're
match is what is it mathematically done? I think maybe they top five
I
twice in a
believe
row, but
so. Yeah, I think that it is, if I am not mistaken. I mean, each team needs to win like what, at least 15 points. So yeah, I think that this is over with at this point. Um, we could see maybe an all run here, but it is pretty statistically unlikely. I think that we're going to see Lovers Pasha kind of just take a knee and play these next two races very, very safe. So Wow. I mean, just wow. I'm kind of stunned, to be honest with you.
Yeah,
I did not
AI need
expect
to
that
they
to
need to
be
hit a hard reset right now because
yeah.
they are struggling in a way that I have never seen these guys struggle before. Like I have never ever seen a team with Fox and Barney where they've been shut down to this level.
Yeah, really. I mean, we saw a couple of seasons ago. I don't know if many people remember because it was a regular season match, but Lover's Posture just absolutely dismantled. I think it was Lazarus. It might have been one of the first seasons that they were in D1, either season 11 or 12. Um, and they won by like 100 during those matches. Hold on, let me just pull it up really quickly. That way it doesn't sound like I'm talking out of my butt. Yeah, season 10. Yeah, season 10, they had just an absolutely dominant win against XI in the regular season. So we've seen my point is that we've seen Lover's Posture win against players that have been in D1 for like over a decade at this point, right? And we saw that just now. So, will they be able to hold on to this monumental lead for D1 that they have been able to craft here? Or will things kind of turn the tide in favor of B Komachi during match two?
Yeah, I mean, uh, it's the kind of thing where I would love to see the resilience from Bikamachi, but I don't have any reason to believe that Lover's Posture is going to fall off in match two and stop playing as well as they did, just because they've been so consistent all season and they beat this team before, they beat these players before. Like this is far from a fluke. Like if you know what I
Yes.
mean? Like this is probably what they expected to happen if they played this well. Um, and I
Hmm.
mean, there's things happening on the screen. Looks like Fox is having a splendid race so far, but it's not really gonna matter in the end.
Yeah,
I think
so I
they're just
found it,
playing it
and
out.
we see this exact same team just 1 year ago, basically, dropped quad 100s on, Fox and Barney and Xander and Sharon, which obviously, that's kind of more well-rounded team than this AI team. Even you could say they've been playing together for many, many years at this point. B Kamachi, kind of a more recent team. I mean, these guys know how to just dismantle players. It is something that we have never seen before, or never seen for a long time, really, in competitive Mario Kart. I mean, it is just remarkable.
Yeah, and
Menacing
they
play
can't
by
even
Fox
find a
there.
win this race. I mean,
Yeah, no, this is unfortunate. Well, I mean, they are going to get. Oh, looks like Rosen's hit out. Maybe two, three, four. I don't know, but it's not nearly enough.
I mean, yeah, this is pretty shocking. I'm not gonna lie, but Posture set the tone in match one. AI's got to clap back, and I think it's gonna start with. I think I mean, this is a stupid thing to say because it's like obviously, but like they got to get in the front, man. They got to start
Yeah,
getting in the
yeah,
first, breaking away.
really. I mean,
Um,
seriously, like, and I don't want to make it sound like with my comparison earlier to these guys beating Lazarus that I'm clowning on Rosen or Zach UK because these guys are very great within their own right as well, and we're
yeah,
seeing them kind of at the
they're
top of the
also
leaderboard
D1
this
winners,
match.
right? I mean,
Yeah, so ultimately just like how it was a team dismantling by Lover's Posture here, it's going to take a team effort by Zach, by Barney, by Rosen, by Fox, and by Krusty to defeat these guys in the next two matches. So, what I would like to see from Bikamachi is, yeah, more frontal presence. Um, I think that at the end of races, they collapse a lot of the time. I think that they weren't able to protect themselves from the items that Lover's Posture were able to sit in the back and get and just Lover's Posture played good mind games with B Kamachi throughout the whole first match, and I want to see B Kamachi kind of lock in, tap into that experience that they have, and show these guys that they are a formidable opponent.
yeah, I mean it's hard to analyze exactly what the difference is between the teams, but it really feels like every time Posture gets into the front, the pack just changes in their favor in ways that it hasn't been doing for AI.
Yeah, I mean, we have limited perspectives here, so it is hard to analyze, but I think that simply Lover's Posture just does more with the items that they get. I mean, this game, ultimately, this level is all about IQ and all about items. So, um, if Zilla is able to make a triple greens in fifth place more impactful than Barney is making a triple greens in fifth place, then ultimately it's going to be Lover's Posture that win these matches.
I'm also seeing, really good individual consistency from RZ as well. Like
Oh
on
yeah,
Summit, like
yeah.
they all had a chance to get into the front, and they all made it individually. They
Exactly. Yes.
they
Meanwhile, Lover
execute the important
Komachi
stuff,
all failed. Yeah.
and sometimes that's all you need. As long as you do the basics well, you know, you just got to convert the good situations.
Yeah. I mean, you'll see that at this super high level, when you don't make mistakes, the simple mistakes that you do make ultimately are what end up costing you. We saw that on DKS where, Bikamachi, they needed a winning race more than anything, and there was that big fail by Fox at the end, and they didn't really look like how they were during the semifinals. That's all I will say.
hmm I also want to say that like a really cool thing about this RZ team that I don't think you could say about a lot of other squads is that these guys always seem like they're having a great time when they're playing. Like
Oh
if you listen to their
yeah,
calls, like they have this like
a
team
hundred
chemistry
percent.
and this like rapport among the group that is just like it's like a circus. Like they're always like making some joke about something and it's like it's hard to tell if they're being serious.
Look, they're probably joking about dodging this blue in canon right now. Like,
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
seriously, these guys have chemistry like they all live in the same house. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, and we have like
Um,
Zilla making plays on Fox. Like it's so crazy to see like the evolution of this whole group.
yeah. And I think that this is just the perfect collection of players in 2025 MKWii, I think. Zilla, Goober, Brody, and Fresh. Because, these are four guys who they haven't been playing as long as JX or B Kamachi have. But ultimately, you know, I think that what they have over them is like those guys, they've been playing for so long and they have been, uh, they've won so many trophies at this point. At what point could it maybe become like a little bit of fatigue, and it's like, oh, I'm just playing in this finals match. And you said earlier that Fox isn't nervous. Maybe that's a little bit of a bad thing. Lovers Posture, they've never won anything. They are hungry. And they showed their hunger during this first match with just three players basically getting 100 points. I mean, Zilla close there with 99. Um, they are so ready to win right now. And Bikamachi, they kind of have their back towards the wall right or faced against the wall right now. And they're gonna have to respond very well during the second match.
Yeah. I don't want to read too deep into it, but I always see Fox's stream title is like play to grief and he just made a video called like Mario
Yeah.
Kart Slop and it's like it,
Yeah, just like
it
like
from
Mario
the
Kart Slop, I
outside
don't care.
it
Yeah.
seems like he's entering some like weird like postmodern like collapse mentality where like he just like doesn't care anymore
I
and
know I'm
now
the
he's in a
best.
situation
Like
where
it's
like
fine. I'll turn on
are
my
we gonna
Wii for
see
this freaking final.
yeah are we gonna see the old Fox that's like in the GOAT conversation that just like can't stop
Exactly. Yeah,
winning?
that's what I want to see. I want to
I don't
see the
know.
hunger.
And I'm
It-
not counting them out by any means. Like I might see like one or two races where
yes.
they start to take control again and be like, "Oh man, it's like, you know what I mean? It's going to be a slobber knocker."
I think that you're totally right though. I mean, Fox is viewing this as slop. And Lover's Posture is viewing this as a Michelin meal. I mean, seriously, they are ready to eat. Meanwhile, Fox has been fed. He's been winning for 10 years now. So he's going to have to turn back the clock and show why he's been winning for the last 10 years. He did that during the semifinals, I may add, though. He got a bad match one. He ended up getting, I think it was around 65 points. And then match two, he did end up MVPing. We could see that right here. But if we don't, it might be curtains for Bikamachi.
And it's hard to imagine where his motivation comes from exactly. I remember like the first season I ever played of like competitive Mario Kart was like Weemfi League season 12 when I was in Division 5. And that
Mhm.
season, Fox and his team and Barney won Division One, like that
Yeah.
line there. And he's been there like what do you think even keeps him going at this point?
I mean, seriously, like I have climbed my way from, I was the worst player in Lounge. I don't know if any people in the chat right now remember the days of Dorito and Eevee, but I was zero MMR. I was bronze. And when that was the case, Fox and Barney were playing in D1 and they were playing for VA. I mean, seriously. And then now I've climbed my way to where I have the privilege to cast a match like this and to, have played this game for so many years now and, play in this division, watch this final, and they're still playing at the very top. I mean, you're exactly right. Where does the motivation come from? Where is the hurrah to get more than 82 points, get more like 120, 130 points during this next match? Where does it come from for these guys? We need to see it.
I don't know. I mean, on some level, it has to just be like this just innate, unshakable love for the game. I have to
Yeah.
imagine. But I don't know. Either way, they got to dig deep if they want to make it happen. Otherwise, we're looking at Lovers Posture taking their first ever Division One title.
Yeah, and they will have earned it very, very, very much. I mean, seriously, these guys have come in and shown that they are the future generation. I mean, um, we talked about how a lot of these players haven't been in D1 for a very long time. And, I think that if they are to win today, we're going to be seeing their names at the top of Division 1 for quite some time after this.
Yeah. I wonder how AI is handling that first loss. I mean, I don't think that they're
Yeah. You'd love to be a
honestly, I don't
fly
think that
on the
they're like
wall.
really like mad. Again, like I don't think Zach gets mad. I think he's kind of a goofball himself. Like I don't think that he's like furious. And I think again, Fox and Barney have been here way too many times to be like really cut up about that. So I don't know. I wonder where the confidence is at. Like, do you think that they're realizing like, wait, these guys are like ridiculously good, and I don't know if we can do it? I don't know.
I think that if they are going to find any motivation this second match, I think that it'll probably have to come from Rosen. Because we see that Barney won a billion different things. Fox, billion different things, billion different world records. Zach UK won last season with Subjects of Xander. And, multiple time Grandmaster, great player. But Rosen has never won a Division 1 title. He is the only player that is playing for Komachi right now that has never won in Division 1. His last major title came 2 years ago in Division 3 with Paper Rex. I mean, a team that, pretty much nobody's ever even heard of. And now he's playing at the top level right now, and he has to prove that, he can win. He can win a championship, and, he can win with this team. They had that controversy during Season 11 where they didn't win, ultimately, after they beat JX in the actual match itself. They had their title taken away due to Krusty's blooper texture scandal. And that really stung for a lot of the players on Komachi that season. And I think that they may be thinking about that right now as they find themselves in their next final since that incident.
Yeah. Yeah, you talked about Fox's time trialing history, Barney as well, and also both those guys have gotten world records in the new Mario Kart World, and
Yeah, literally.
it
Yeah.
is it's very cool to see the people who split time between both games, but you also gotta give props to the real ones who have stuck with Mario Kart Wii the whole way through.
Yeah.
Um, just
Proud to say I never owned a Switch 2.
for the love of the game, yeah, me neither. That's for.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, I'm not gonna actually make any judgments. I think it's a pretty cool game.
Yeah, no, so yeah, we endorse. To be clear, here we at Mario Kart Central, we endorse Mario Kart World. It looks cool. I mess with it. I played it at a party one time.
Nice, yeah,
Um,
same. Yeah, Barney was
yeah,
getting world record on Salty Salty Speedway a month ago. I'm seeing.
that's tough.
Good
Wait,
for him,
shout out to
man.
Salty Speedway. I've never even heard of that track.
He's
Thank
got
God we're playing. Okay.
he's got 15 world records. That's almost as many as he's got in Mario Kart Wii. That's his legacy is almost
Oh my
equally great
God!
in both.
Wow, that is okay. I didn't even know that. This is like wow. That's like my live reaction to that. I can't.
Yeah,
Jesus Christ, that guy's good at MK Mario Kart anything.
yeah. Lover's Posture doesn't have any world records in
Incredible.
that game, as far as I know.
True. Yeah. Yeah.
But
Komachi
that's
can
not what
walk
it's
with their
about
heads
right now.
high if they end up losing this match that they have more Mario Kart World records.
Yeah, maybe that should be their next grind.
Yeah. Quit
It's time to
this. Just
it's time to
move
put
on
down
already.
the
Pass the torch. Yeah.
Wii Remote and nunchuck.
Yeah. Yeah. Hopefully not, as we have 12 races ahead of us before any existential decisions have to be made like that for either team. As we'll look at, I think this is going to be Dry Ruins. Yep. And welcome back, guys. Prepare yourself, fasten your seatbelts for these next 12 races of action.
Yeah, Lover's Posture one match away from winning their first D1, completing a historic rise to the top that's been lasting
Yep.
a few years.
After
AI
winning
with
in D3
some
and
of the
2.
old guard on their team, guys who have won before but maybe haven't had the
Good
motivation
fib.
lately to keep up with these new kids. We will
And a
see
good
which
fib
team
right
wins
there.
out.
Yeah. Good fib right there by Fox as we see him already steady in first place. Zach creeping up right behind him. This top two, a little bit frail for Komachi. However, with good back spam, they will be able to hold on to it comfortably.
Yeah, this first race will really set the tone, I think, for Fox's individual performance and for AI as a whole.
Yes, 100%. This first race is huge for them. They need to do well right now. I mean, I don't normally talk in absolutes like that when I'm casting. However, I believe that, Komachi kind of have to get things going early on in order to have a comfortable lead on this match.
It looks like Goober went for 3 Shroom Ultra and got stuck in the sand on the way out, so AI is going to hold their top spots, but Fox just got hit. Maybe a blue? I didn't see.
Yeah, it
Looks like he
looks
lost
like
a lot of time to it, but AI should still be in like top 2. Is Zilla making a mistake now? Oh no. Get us out of here.
oh, this red is huge though. If he's able to break it, maybe it's still
He should
chasing
be
after
fine. He
him.
missed the wall. He's fine.
Oh yeah. Well played by him avoiding that. This
I think
Fox at
Zach and
6 though
Barney
is
are
huge.
still up there.
Big
Last I
mega.
checked. Oh, Barney got squished. Yeah, Mega could be the key to getting like a top 2 here. Brody getting
We see
TC'd
one of the
out.
baggers is sitting, by the way, so we'll see right now which bagger it is. Oh, it
This is
looks like
an
the other one used
AI
shock though.
shock, I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure. Yeah.
Yeah, AI shock. AI shock.
Fox is
Yeah,
getting the
wow.
free win. Gonna set the tone for this next war. I mean, we could see a Fox 130 this match for all we know.
Yeah,
It's
I mean that's
still
what I
wide
was talking
open.
about. Exactly.
The Lover's Posture glaze has been incessant from us so far, but I mean, look at
Mikamachi
them
can
right now. This is
respond.
bottom 3. They're gonna be playing from behind this war. It's
Ooh.
really up in the air. I don't know.
I mean, that is exactly what I was asking for. I mean, just brilliantly played by Kamachi. They got the shock. They dodged Fox. They did exactly what they needed to do. And you know what? They ended up getting a winning race. Lover's Posture walks away with it with bottom 3. And they might be scratching their heads a little bit, but again, like I said after race 1 last match, it's just race 1. It's not much to scoff at, even if it is top 2, 4, 5. But great race by Kamachi, I must say. Very well played by them.
We'll see if AI can translate this into some more winning races. I mean, there's so much to play for. There's so much time.
Yes,
And again,
yes.
with the hunger that this Lover's Posture team has, there's no way that they're gonna let it slip or be discouraged, especially since they just put up such a great performance throughout match 1.
I completely agree. Yeah, I mean, 21 points is obviously not very much. However, if they're able to get TF here, it might end up being the opposite of last match where, they got top 2-4 and they picked TF and then they end up getting 1-3-5 and then that kind of snowballed into where Lover's Posture's lead came from. Maybe they can get their track pick, and they do. So we could potentially see some early snowballing here if they're able to play this opening really well. I mean, seriously, folks, these first 30 seconds could set the tone for the first GP.
A big opportunity here. Looks like they're gonna do like a team swerve towards the fence, trying to get the drafts and prevent the other team from getting them. Or maybe just no drafts at all will still work out. Looks like
Fresh is
RZ maybe
hit.
in
Looks like,
2-3.
yeah, Lovers are still in 2-3 behind Fox. However, he is still comfortably holding on to this first place right now. Looks like he does get the chain wheelie. Fox is in fourth, misses, and gets his teammate with the back green. That is so huge right there. However, he
Yeah.
does space himself away from third. Brody in second. Maybe tries to block cut here. We'll see. Ultimately
Went for
does
the
not
Nana
opt
snipe
for it.
onto the cut. Really great idea right there.
Good
Didn't
try,
work
yeah.
out. Fox was ready looking back. Yeah, that was a really good opportunity for AI. If Zach was able to run that TC up a little more and pass it to somebody, they would have had really good control over the pack. Going for the fib
Good
off of the
fib for the
stomper.
10. Wow.
Very
Write
close.
that down.
But
This
yeah, it looks
first
like
place. Very,
I mean this
very
was a little bit of what we were seeing match one. You know, they have the top spot control, but they're really not able to build underneath that. Zach is all the way in the
yeah, and
back.
it's
Rosen's all the
fragile
way in the
right now. I
back.
mean, one blue
Yeah.
could just kill the whole operation.
Oh,
And I mean, right on cue. This is a blue in such an inconvenient spot. The red isn't able to connect. However, here we go. Top two. They dodge him in Bill though. Oh, okay. So
I
this is
wonder
kind
I
of
wonder
flipping
if they
everything upside
just
down.
pulled that because I would have thought
They
that if they
must
had
have,
shot,
yeah,
they would have canceled the blue and dodged that at the same time. But either way,
yeah.
Rosen, despite being in the back, had the bill, and that's a oh, there's another
Another
blue. He
blue
can get
though.
comboed off this too. I mean, this it's
TC
just
for
they
Fresh behind Fox.
you can never be too
Fox
safe.
able
Let's
to
see if
chip him
he's gonna
away.
survive. Rosen in
Does he
second
get
now with no
combo? Doesn't
item.
look like it. Blooper in fourth. Not very helpful for Fox.
hmm Goober
Looks
looks like
like
he may have
Rosen
passed him.
falls
I
behind.
think he might have
Yeah.
shroomed there.
Yeah, Rosen fell behind. Triple Red's not going to do very much if Rosen is ahead of him. And that looks like top two for Lover's Posture.
Yeah, watch out. Oof, almost
Yeah,
hit his
close
teammate
ending
there.
there. Top two, bottom two. Hmm.
Yeah, I
Well, I
mean,
mean,
what
that's an
gives?
unfortunate blue call for Lovers, or sorry, for Komachi. But yeah, go ahead.
It's just the start of the race is just not working out as well as it has to for AI to win this. They started in top two, four,
Yes.
five, and after 10 seconds, uh,
After five
RZ were two,
seconds.
three,
Yeah.
four. Yeah,
Yeah,
they were two,
exactly.
three, four. There's just like these tiny little micro decisions and movements that are just like Blower's posture is just winning out on like seemingly almost every time.
The
Um,
way that I like to look at, you know, Mario Kart openings and the openings of these races is kind of like you can only plan so much and then it's like 3 2 1 go and then it's like okay you have to actually do it like on the fly, right? It's kind of like in American football where you're like in the huddle and you're saying what you're going to do and it's like okay 3 2 1 go, now you have to do it, right? And you've practiced it so many times before in rooms before, but just the execution for AI in those okay now you have to do it moments falling through, as in the first, literally the first turn of that race they all fell apart.
yeah, I mean, and it's also it feels like it's a little bit different every time because the lag is slightly different and like some people will swerve differently or and I don't know, it's just
Yeah,
yeah, like you said,
I
like
mean
you can
things are
plan so much, but you have
uncoordinated
to
right
just like
now.
fend for yourself once once the wheels are in motion.
For sure. We'll see how they open up this race and how they're able to maybe to respond to that decent race by Lover's Posture right there. Good
Good draft
draft
for
for
Fox,
Fox.
unable to capitalize though. Now he's
Gets
itemless,
bumped
kind of
out.
a missed chance there. But
Another
those are the
draft,
things that
ultimately
you
not going to do
do
very
need
much.
to work your way up into the pack.
That Nana hit is kind of costly. However, he is able to get a free box in fifth right here, and these triple
Yeah.
reds could be huge. Does not opt to slag with them. Gets rid of the baggers. Uh, that is interesting right there. And now he'll opt to slow down and try and hit fresh.
Interesting choice to switch up to the back now. I feel like he would have liked to be close enough to the front to like Shroomin to first here, and he has a golden, so he will be getting back up there later. But that's one of those like critical moments where that decision to drop as opposed to continuing to go forward and hope for shrooms like changes the way that the rest of the race will be played.
Yeah, and we will see him creep up into first.
Oh
Thanks to
no!
oh,
I think he wheelie locked coming out of the grass.
oh my goodness. And I
That looked
mean,
really bad. For someone who
Yeah,
doesn't really watch Mario Kart, that looks like really, really bad. It was a little unlucky,
yeah.
definitely his fault, but yeah, you hate to see
Yeah,
that.
I mean, and quite frankly, it was really bad. I mean, it's going to lose him a couple of seconds. He was going to have a first place at the very least, and now, Lovers Posture are in 1-3, right? So 2-4 with these greens for Zach, though, is going to be a difficult position for Zilla to find himself in. He does get greened.
And the target
Ooh,
POW's
this
probably
is
going to come out
tough.
here.
Yeah, here comes
Yeah,
the POW.
let's see
Looks
how
for the
Rosen handled
blooper
Matthew
for
cut pretty
Goober.
well. I mean, I would have expected Rosen to fall way further behind first because of that, but I guess he handled it very well. So good on him for
Yeah,
that.
Fox and Barney are back
Oh,
here.
going for the bump off on Alo. Did he get that? Yeah, he
I,
did. I wonder.
yeah, he
It
did.
doesn't look like Alo would have had shot because I doubt he would sit there next to the pack if he had it,
But
but
yeah,
it's still helpful just to
it,
stall for a little bit. Lower's posture holding the blue, maybe opportunity to make a play, but no, it looks like Rosen just got backed. So that's going to be an easy first place for them. Zilla will chain this last set and hope to gain whatever spots he can.
yeah, he may be able to scrape up like a fifth place here if he's lucky. Does not look like it. He does get the bomb though. Easily backs it onto Fox, and this is just going to secure him sixth.
Rosen may have gotten blued on the Y.
Oh, there's a
It was kind
fresh
of
dodge
close.
too. So it looks like I think it was 1-5-6-7 or 1-4-6-7 for Lover's Posture, which again another decent race for them. Scraping by after B Komachi won the first DDR race by I think it was 18 points or 19 points.
Yeah, pulling it back a little bit at a time. Although,
Yeah.
yeah, 234 is slightly
Yeah, two
winning
three
for
four
AI.
is good for them. Yeah, in the end, it
Yeah,
does slightly favor Bikamachi. However, still a fine race, all things considered. Really for Lover's Posture more than Bikamachi, as the lead is still only 23 points going to this race four.
yeah, and I'm still seeing more consistency at holding top spots. Like we saw Fox draft on the grass lap one, trying to get ahead, and Brody was first into the canyon lap one, and then he ran the rest of the race from there. And that's like it's just so valuable to be able to do that in a game where like the mid
Mm-hmm.
pack is such a chaotic mess, and there's so many things happening. If you can just drive in first and win the race, easier said than done. Like it's just so nice. It's such a luxury to be able to have someone on your team doing that, and most of the time that's been happening, it's been Lover's Posture. Like AI won that first race really big, but it was because of that shock that they had and dodging up on lap three for the most part.
Oh, I completely agree. Yeah. And I mean, Brody, like we saw during the first match, already off to an early lead in divs wise. We saw that during the previous matchup, he got, let me see, I think it was, yeah, 111 points. So definitely be on the lookout for him during these next couple of races and see how he does.
Yeah, definitely am one of those guys that just knows how to perform.
Oh,
Always is a
yeah.
threat on, in every facet of the game. There's like you can't really say like a bad thing about his play style or whatever. Like he's an
Yeah.
honest, like really good player and he's good at
Very
kind of everything.
complete. Yeah. Very,
I'm gonna try to
very, very
spread my
complete
my
player.
glaze out across the entire room over the course of the match so that
Yes. No,
it doesn't fall
seriously.
too
I
hard on
mean,
one
all these
person. I mean,
guys
they're all
deserve it.
good.
Let's be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like there's a reason why we're all sitting here watching them play in finals and we're not there. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Like, we have played in D1 and D2 before ourselves, but these guys are kind of like on a whole different level. So it's a privilege to kind of glaze all these players and watch them. Um, as we see, 1-3 right now for Bikamachi. Good spot for them as we saw Fox kind of take cut. However, Zilla with this mega in sixth place, very impactful.
Yeah, going for the baggers here, just trying to get them some advantage in the bagging
Forces the
department.
star out of Zach. That
hmm
is quite big.
Fox is
As we see,
comfortably
he
in
pulls the
first.
star
We'll
of his
see what
own.
his course of action is. Looks like he's blocking cut
I think he
probably.
blocked it, yeah.
Yeah, no attempt at the ultra. And the baggers are neck and neck going for the backward strat. Looks like one of them may have starred the other, so one bagger is going to have an advantage now. Zilla just starred somebody who was trying to take cut with a mega, I think, because I saw a mega fly out onto the ground. And Fox still
Wow,
in
so
first.
Fox in one, yeah, but third occupied by Rosen right now. So 1-3 still for Bikamachi, and Lover's Posture has one more lap to try and get a winning race.
Yeah. creative green there off the little wall. I've always wanted to hit somebody with that. It's not the
Not very
greatest.
feasible.
But Fox
Yeah.
is really just trying to cycle here to get something to block cut with. He needs
Try
to stop getting
behind back
greens, and he
green.
does get a
Yeah.
nano eventually.
We'll see the block attempt here.
Oh wow. I
Mm,
really like the way
I
he handled
don't.
that, just slowing down a little bit to block cut. If he lost
Well
his item there,
handled,
that
but I'm
would have
not
been
sure
so
that he
much
blocked it
worse.
though. Rosen's
Rosen
still able
chip,
to take it. Yeah, he
ultra.
was not able to block it ultimately, as we do see Brody is still taking it, and he's shrooming up. He gets Rosen out of one, and Fox Reds his teammate, and Brody breaks away in first place. And I mean, that's what we're talking about with Lover's Posture. They just find ways to get first in the long run. So 1-4 for them, looking kind of like gift quality right now for Zilla. However, I do still think in the end it's a winning race for Lover's Posture.
Yeah, I mean, I was shocked to see them turn that one around. I mean, it was really just Goober being a one-man show. I think he maybe had a couple additional shrooms, or maybe he was goldening because he really got up and into Rosen's grill there and maybe pushed him into the wall or hit him out. Um, yeah, it's just so tough for AI to secure these winning races. It feels like they have the advantage and the things are going great, and then Lover's Posture is just finding a way back in and really keeping this match close when a lot of other teams would just be falling further and further behind, given like the situations that we're seeing in these races.
Yeah, I mean, well played by Brody with that golden. And I mean, this is just what we've really been harping on for the last 16 races or so. Just the overall, like, this means something to Lover's Posture, and you can tell. I mean, like, uh, he golden up there. He bumped out Rosen. Fox Red's his own teammate. I mean, that was just beautifully executed, and you know, we see right now that the updated score looks like it is 134 for Komachi to 110 for Lover's Posture. So a 24-point lead here as we enter the final, or sorry, the second to last GP. And
Yeah, it felt like it should have been way more.
yes,
It feels like Lover's Posture has done so much to keep this deficit to like a
a minimum.
reasonable
Yeah,
comebackable amount. But AI again still in the driver's seat. I think that they've played way better this match than what we've seen in the
for sure.
past
Yeah,
because they're at least getting into winning positions a lot of the time, which is something that they were kind of struggling to do in that previous match, especially like towards the end where they were kind of just getting ran over some of those races. So they have a lot more things going their way, but again, it's the points at the end of the day that decide who wins. So they gotta take these positions and they gotta convert into actual wins.
yeah, for sure. And I think that even though they are winning after the first GP, this might sound a little bit stupid to say, but like they only won those first four races by an average of 6 points. Like they kind of need to get bigger than that, I feel like, especially with some of the positions that they were in near the end of those races, you know? So, big front red. Oh my goodness. Brody gets hit out too, though, so we'll see Zach in first place. And
Yeah.
looks like Zilla is kind of up there with the frontal pack, and Fox is back here with the bottom pack.
Yeah, when the top spots kind of trade out like that, it means that the people who have shrooms or dodges from first set are able to bring them up into really high spots, which does change the way the race plays out a little bit. Like sometimes you'll see somebody who just like happens like any of these guys in front of him could like have like a star that they held from first set. I don't think that that's the case right now,
Definitely
just from
possible,
the way
yeah.
the way they're playing, but it's always something to consider when there's a big like switch up like that. And it looks like Lover's Posture are top three, with Fresh having a decent sized lead in first,
One
and
through
looks like
four, yeah.
Rosen opts to golden early to try
Mitigate
to
the
keep
top
things
position.
manageable. But
Yeah.
he gets nanned and he's probably
Good
gonna
pull
get
out of the
combo too.
reds.
Let's
Oh,
see.
red one
Able to break that
misses.
one.
Red number
But still
two
still gets
does
Zach.
hit an AI member, yeah.
That green's gonna
This
bounce back. Never
green.
mind, it hit the penguin. Rosen hits the penguin too, though. Like, I mean, it's a small thing like that they lose a little bit of their footing in the race, and now it's kind of Fox on his own, getting
And you
target
may
pounced
wonder,
slowly.
like, at this level, people don't hit the penguin for no reason. Maybe he was forced to hit it because of the green. And then, that kind of harkens back to Zilla. I mean, what a play by him in that case, then. So these guys, they look like they're making these silly mistakes, but I promise it's because they're trying to avoid items or because they're in difficult situations.
Yeah, Fresh still in first, easily more than a shroom's length away from Fox. I mean, he's gonna chuck a green up here, but Fresh should be able to see this coming and avoid it. Gonna go for the Nana as well. Same thing, just checking the mirror, using his sound cues, making sure he doesn't get hit. Um,
Yeah.
we'll see. Fox just has to fend for himself here and survive.
Good
He's
back
doing a good
green
job.
attempt. Ultimately, not going to hit Fox.
Going for the box. Goober goes tight. I don't think Goober has any room to pass him here. So Fox should be fine. He's gonna look for a hit, maybe help his team pass him, and he does get it with the red. Goober might lose a couple spots to that on the line. He gets comboed, and there's a blue.
Oh,
Goober
did
just
he just
got
get eighth?
he just got destroyed at the end. I think Rosen still got
I think,
last because he
yeah.
was further behind, but I feel like Goober needed to play safer there.
Oh, oh
I
no.
think he knew that Fox had two items, and he knew that there was no one behind him really in close proximity. I feel like he should have just slowed down, kept his distance, and used the whole width of the track there to make sure he didn't get hit. But instead, things
Exactly. I
went. Ah,
completely agree. Yeah.
okay. Somehow he only lost one spot to the enemy. I really thought that that was a big swing, but it looks like Lover's Posture were just in such good spots anyway that
I
it
guess if
really
they got a
wasn't
winning
that
race,
big
we
of a
can
swing.
say live that was Zilla's blue, right?
That's what the report is. It was blue.
Yes, the word on the
I mean,
street.
reasonable to throw the blue
Yeah.
to try to hit Fox, but I guess he just timed it wrong. Um,
Yeah, no.
and I mean, Zilla still got like what third or fourth, so like him, clearing up the item slot to get another box is like a very reasonable thing to do. Um, and the gap pretty much just got cut in half in a race where, wait, I'm pretty sure it was shockless. Like RZ just got
Yeah,
up there, and
no.
again, little mistakes like Rosen hitting the penguin. They just lost control
And the
early
one
on. They weren't able
thing
to get it back.
The one thing that I did say about B. Komachi and JX when they were playing during the semifinal was that it seemed like during those races, JX was kind of controlling races where, it was shockless or shock didn't really have much of an impact. So we kind of saw that race where, um, Lover's Posture without the shock were able to kind of stay up in those top spots. And Fresh got that first place, and, held it down for a while. And 1-3-4-6 there is very good for them.
Yeah, luckily for AI, they do get their reset track with gardens here. Um, another staple track that you see every single war for the team that
This
loses the
TC
race.
battle is huge, though. It'll define the rest of the race, pretty much. One of these players is going to get sent down to the back. Looks like it'll be Zilla, as he's already falling behind into 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th place.
I was gonna say Fox's job right now is to cycle for a shroom to get into the front at the start of the next lap. It looks like he's at a distance where he can probably just overtake all the way into first as long as he doesn't get hit. Goober will hope to
Hmm.
pull some shrooms of his own or maybe a red or just a green to
Good
outplay him.
green!
Right.
Oh, and the combo so bad by his teammate. No. Still 3-4-5, though. Still 2 3
Hmm.
4 5.
Yeah, kind of a weird spot for AI because they're not in positions where they're going to be pulling a lot of good items. I think maybe one of them just
Zilla's
turned a
shrooming right
Mega.
now if you want to switch over to his POV, as Fox does get the 8th place box. It's Bill, so we're going to see him hold that for a little bit now.
Yeah, the blue onto
No, actually, it
Brody
looks like
is
he's billing.
gonna be very good for AI.
Yeah, Fox billing up right now. Ooh, almost got hit with the bill.
Oh, Zilla was almost able to red Zac there, but he wasn't able to take out his trail. I think if he hit the Nana, he would have been able to hit this next red. So now Zac with an item, Zilla with nothing in third. Kind of unfortunate. You'd want to give yourself another chance to pull a Shroom there because without Shrooms, it's going to be really hard to overtake these guys up in the front. Zac not trailing
Yeah,
anything might indicate that
100%.
he has a Shroom of his own.
Yeah, he's kind of driving like he has a
Yeah,
shroom,
he
and he
did.
did ultimately. However, a good shot call, but what I can only imagine was Lover's Posture as we see
Definitely,
Brody
yeah.
dodging up. Here comes, I think that was Goober, or no, sorry, Fresh.
Fresh up
And
into
so
the
they are
front.
back in the top two. Both of them hit the Nana. Goober's in a Mega, and now they're in top three.
Yeah, Posture turning this race completely around with the shock
And
there.
Zach with the TC in fourth.
It's going to be a mess. Brody and Fresh are gone. Zilla trying to make a play with his TC. He's not going to get the pass off. Smart by Fox to shroom away to the right there. Definitely something that Zilla would not predict him to do, but it looks like Goober is just going to secure fourth place as well. So we're going to be like tied after this race. He might have even passed
Might have
him.
gotten third, actually. Wow. And
Somehow Zilla
fifth.
is still getting fifth. I don't know
Fifth.
how he got a good
Top three,
spot.
five, maybe. Top two, four, five. In
Maybe he
any
passed
event,
TC to Barney.
that's going to completely mitigate the race that B Komachi got, race one. And if not, it's going to be even better. They B Lover's Posture are going to be up by somewhere in the late teens now.
Hmm. And I want to talk more about the shot call because it seemed like they knew somehow that Barney had an extra shoe in first and that he was going to take cut because he got shocked like entering the flowers in a really unfortunate spot that caused him to lose a lot of time. You know, he was in a spot where it looked like he was just going to take cut and get first, and he ended up getting eighth because of how bad that shock affected him, and they had multiple dodges in the back. And that was a problem that I was worried about for AI going into lap two. They were in 2, 3, 4, 5. None of them sat at the set, allowing Lover's Posture to get the lion's share of the boxes, which when you have shock, you want to secure dodges on a track like that where you can pretty much win even when you're way behind as long as you dodge, and that's exactly what they did. So kind of just like maybe a faulty game plan there from AI, you could say. And also,
No, for
good
sure.
things from the RZ
Good things from
perspective.
A
The snipe
low.
from
Yeah.
Goober was big at the beginning.
And great things from Low, I want to say, during this match, because it feels like when Lover's Posture have gotten the shock, which it just sort of vaguely feels more than B Kamachi getting the shock. I don't know if you agree or disagree. But when they do get it, though, they have just called it such great shocks. I mean, seriously. And we saw that B Kamachi was up by 11 going into that race, and now we're walking away from it with Lover's Posture taking their first lead of this second match. So these last six races are going to be critical for both of these teams, folks.
Yeah, I love that shot call. The details, right? The little details, making sure
Yes,
first
yes.
first can't
The
take cut,
micro
he gets shocked right at
decisions.
the flowers. Obviously you chain first set and dodge. That's what pretty much every team would do. But the details to get it exactly right like that is what is making this team so great right now, and they're really capitalizing off of these moments. And I mean, yeah, they lost DDR early on, but every race since then has either been dead even or in their favor, and now they're back in the lead just like that.
We want to take a look at Zilla's POV here, since I think that he ended up bagging at the first set. He has a shroom in fourth right now, maybe opted to shroom up after getting triple shrooms, but he's going to stay in this frontal pack. Gets bumped by Fox, though. I'm not sure. Was that Fox off? Sorry, if you could cut again, maybe. Yeah,
Yeah,
it
maybe
is.
they
He's in eighth
both
place.
got
Wow.
bumped. I'm not sure. I didn't see how that would have looked from his POV, but maybe they just bumped each other. Either way, Lover's Posture's still in the
Interesting.
front, and last time we saw this happen, they were able to spread out the pack extremely well and just kind of cement these top spots. So we'll see if they can do the same. It looks like Fresh is already trying to slow Rosen down. Zilla's looking for the snipes. They're just trying to make sure that if they can't secure all the spots, at least they can secure first for Brody here.
Yeah. Good back green by Zilla, though, onto a Bikamachi member. Rosen has the red in third place, but is still kind of forced to drive behind Fresh with his triple nanas. He's going to take Doc. Zilla takes the mud cut here, and it looks like it's going to be top three for Lover's Posture.
Yeah, Goober coming up unsuspectedly there, and that's really strong. I think you know, a lot of the time you see like one player dropping all the way to the back, not really even attempting to get up into the front, but I guess he got a good pull at some point and he stayed in a good spot himself. So
Good bomb
still not
try,
over though
doesn't
by
end up
any
hitting.
means. We've got Fox here holding his star. We'll see which bagger this is on the side. That is Ethan there for AI.
Yep.
Stopping at the set there, showing that he might
Fresh
have it
is hit.
already.
That's big.
Hard to say, because if AI
We
has
see
it,
another
Fox is
bagger
winning
sitting
this
at the
race for
set, though,
free.
yeah.
And since, again,
Looks
there's so
like
many bottom spots, they might be dodging multiple players here.
I think that Krusty is billing, though. So ultimately, it's not going to be a Bikamachi
Oh, he
shock,
stars his
and we do
teammate.
see
Rosen
top
got
two.
starred going for cut. He's going
Oh,
to be
that's
stuck in the
so
back. And they just
huge.
have no catch-up potential right here.
I mean, maybe, no, ultimately, no good with the Mega. Tries the green, doesn't hit him, and that's top 2-4 for Lover's Posture.
Yeah, I mean, it's so strange to see a team just struggle to catch up on Delfino Square of all tracks.
Yeah,
Their whole team
seriously.
was
I
in the
mean,
back. I don't know, maybe they were banking on a shock that they never pulled, but just no signs of AI in the front at all there.
yeah, and I mean they weren't able to break into that top two one bit. And Goober, he got shrooms and he was able to stay up there because, obviously Fresh, originally it was Brody and Fresh in the top two. And then Fresh got hit out, and then like clockwork, here comes Goober, right, coming from the back of the pack into the top of the pack, and then he rode into the sunset with Brody, and they got top two, right? So now they're up by 27, and now you're going into the last five races, and I think that if there was any time for the players on B Komachi to kind of kick themselves in the butt, it's right now. I mean, you're running out of time here.
Yeah, hard to. I mean, you said it all. The AI, they it looked like they came out of the gate swinging, and they were gonna make a statement this match too and force a tiebreaker. But I mean, just gradually they've fallen further and further, with Lover's Posture showing no signs of slowing down.
Yeah, I mean, very well played by Lover's Posture, ultimately in the end there on that race. And I think that DKS is a very, I wouldn't want to say risky pick, but I'll just say that Bikamachi have proven themselves to be quite good at that track, so it looks like it's going to be RBC instead, however. Caster's Curse. Darn it.
Yeah, we'll see what Fox can do here from third. He's got to disrupt this top 2-4 setup somehow. He's going to look to swerve across, go for a bump, maybe get a draft as well. He's not able to break it up, though. Zilla's going to get up there. Already some good control for Lover's Posture if they can just get their items trailed and go for some hits. Early backstrom from Zilla. Don't think it connected. We see AI in
Yeah,
first
I
now.
mean, yeah, Barney in first place, fresh in the Mega though. So now he's going to see a swarm of Bikamachi members near him. He looks like he's
Bunch of people
trying to
getting
Mega a
hit.
bunch of them.
Barney
Doesn't.
got hit out of first. Fox is going to go down to the CC probably. Fresh just needs to run away and be safe. And it's a secured top two with a lot of room to work with for Lover's Posture off the bat.
I mean, oh my goodness! Like he got the Mega to mitigate the TC, but still, he got back spammed by the top two immediately, and it was just game over from there. Fox had the TC, and he's dropped
I
down to
think,
sixth at this point. Still has the star, but not a lot of answers for Bikamachi right now.
yeah, I think the big play there, I think Zilla made a play on Barney to get him out of first because it looked like Barney got hit out and then maybe dropped a Nana on Zilla, but just it was just such a great swing for Lover's Posture, who had all of their players in a position to get to the front after that happened. So it looks like they're top two
Really agree.
five with one player in the back. And again, Fox's win condition here is just to hold this dodge and try to catch all the way up to the front at some point. But if it doesn't work out, then they don't really have a lot going for them. They're not, he's not chaining for blues at least, so that's not gonna be their route to winning this race. Barney's chaining his Mega right now, probably realizing that if they don't pull blues, if they're not dodging, then there's no way they're gonna catch up to the top two.
Yeah, I mean, good plays by Barney, quite honestly, using that Mega to try and just get anything going for Bikamachi right now as we see those two Lover's Posture players just break further and further and further away. And again, it's Brody and it's Goober, or sorry, it's Brody and it's Zilla, who obviously are such um, well-rounded drivers on CTs to where, they'll break away on tracks like this. No biggie.
Yeah, and we're seeing Fox just use all of his items in like a frenzy here. He had a star in fifth, and now he's in seventh item list, while the top two is continuing to just steamroll this race with no
Ultimately,
problems.
he can't do anything about the top two, no matter how
Yeah, I
many items
mean,
he uses in a row. I mean,
looks like
seriously.
AA's got the shock again. They're just double backing like every turn. I expect to see. Oh no, I expect to see either Goober or Fresh dodging up at the end here to secure like third or fourth. We'll see, or maybe he's holding blue and that's why he's stuck in the back.
And
Yeah,
there
no
we go.
dodge there,
There's the
but leader's
shock
onto the
by,
ramp.
yeah, there's the shock by Lover's Posture right there.
If
Looks
he
like
gets
they're
a good
still
item,
gonna
he
get
has a
top two.
chance.
No, looks like still fifth.
Yeah, I think he
Yeah,
hit
still fifth.
maybe the fib that was there, but it doesn't really matter in the end.
So top
He
two,
just,
5-8 for
I
Lover's
mean, lap
Posture, and
one.
yeah, they're still holding on. They're
Lover's
still ahead.
Posture is dominating lap one.
Yes, that's the biggest thing. They are winning these openings. Last match it was kind of about the endings. You know, Bikamachi would have, decent openings or good openings, and then Lover's Posture would respond. This match, Lover's Posture are having incredibly good openings, and they are just breaking away. And 52 from Brody in a D1 final with all these players that are in the room and all these things that they have accomplished. I mean, that's just incredible, folks.
Yeah, he's having a generational finals already with his MVP in match one, and now he's closing in on 100 points already.
In match two,
And
yeah.
we still have another whole GP to
Or
go.
in GP2, yeah. GP2, he's already got 101. I mean, seriously. Whew.
Oh yeah, he already hit it. I didn't even realize. I mean, this is
Yeah.
crazy. And the table makes it look like Brody's like a one-man army right now, but the whole team seems to be playing really, really well. Like they're doing a lot of good things behind him, and the table doesn't always reflect that, but like yeah, you got to give props to the guy who's on 100 points after two GPs. He probably has
Yeah,
a
I
chance also to
mean,
break the finals point record, which I think is, if I remember correctly, is probably held by Michael Gonzalez with a 142. Little history fact. I could be completely wrong, but I'm pretty sure the D1 final point record is 142 by
wow.
Mike.
Wow.
We'll
Shout
see if,
out
if
to
Brody
Mike
can
G,
reach
man.
that.
That's a Puerto Rico legend right there. That's like that's probably the best player to ever come from there. That's my idol, Mike G.
Right.
Anyways, Maple Tree Way, Koopa
They
Cave. We've
still have to
seen
win
these
the
tracks
match
get
though.
picked before.
That's also part of it. I mean, 36 points with the way it's been going, because like AI really had one winning race this match and that was it. It feels it feels almost impossible, even though 36 points isn't that much. But who knows? Crazier things have happened, and they will continue to happen, and they could
For
happen
sure,
today.
yeah. And Maple Treeway ultimately being the track between those two. And I think that, B. Komachi, they've played Maple Treeway from these spots a million times. And ultimately, that is the number one thing that they have over these Lovers Posture players, is that they've been playing in D1 for many, many years now. So good opening right there by Fox, getting that back fib onto Brody. And now we'll see him kind of break away. And this is exactly what Bikamachi need to get these winning races, as we see them already in most of these top spots.
Hmm. Yeah, you are right to say that the only thing that really separates these two right now, it's not skill, right? Lovers Posture have proved that they can play up to the level, if not even above the level of their opponents. But the thing that does separate them is the experience. Can
Yes.
they can they hold their nerve and not worry about the fact that they're about to win D1 for the first time and just keep playing their game for the last GP and close the deal? That's what it's really going to come down to.
Hmm.
Because
And I
Fox is
think
looking
that
comfortable right now in first.
this POW right here from Zilla, though, could ultimately seek to do a lot of damage. Good back bomb, though, by Zach. That is absolutely huge for Bikamachi, as now they'll have an even bigger lead in top two, and the POW isn't going to impact them at all. That backfib hit, too. Very brutal.
Yeah, unfortunate for Zilla, and also I think Brody he was forced into his Mega there earlier, so looks like AR in a lot of the top spots. Zilla dropping to the back for an 8th place box here. I wonder if that. Oh, he doesn't get it though. That's a tough miss. That could be really important there if you got like a star or a bill.
Meanwhile, I want to say, though, that I think that it is now 1-3. It's the top two. Yeah, so Fresh was able to creep up in there, attempts the shock. Red doesn't go. Looks like Rosen is dodging up, though. We see him getting in the bill. Looks like he's going to be
Yeah.
near Fox, so they're in top two now.
Unpredictable early shock from AI just to secure a top two, because I think Rosen got a really long bill right there, and I think that they knew that if Lover's Posture had any dodges, they probably would have held him till the cannon, so they missed out on a chance to dodge up. Um,
Yeah, good
so we'll
play
see. But
by
they need kind
Ikamachi.
of a little bit more than just top two if they want to really get serious about this comeback. So we'll see what other spots they can get in the pack. I wonder if maybe they shocked into boxes or on the ramp back then. I don't know.
Hmm.
Looking to backspam their opponents. Zilla is getting 8th unless he dodges, I think.
Yeah, it looks like Zach is in seventh too. So ultimately, it'll be down to whatever Barney's getting, which I think looks like fifth. So a top two 5-7 for Bikamachi, which is a decent race. It's a winning race. However, it's not enough to kind of start answering these races that Lovers Posture's been getting. With their top 2, 4, 5, and the top three that they got. They need a little bit more than that, I feel like.
Yeah, it's a good start, but with Shock and Bill, yeah, it does feel like there was some untapped potential there.
23 points is still comebackable within one race, though, I do want to say. So
Hmm.
if Bikamachi are able to get a top 3-5 here or a top four, then once again the lead will have changed and Bikamachi will command a small lead. But other than those two circumstances happening during this next race, I think that we kind of need some more points to be scored by Bikamachi, like gradually, over these
Yeah,
next
we'll
three.
see. We'll see. But they gave themselves a chance. You're absolutely right. That's what they need to do. As long as you're within one race, then you have hope. And
Of
then
course,
that
yes.
is the position that they're finding themselves in. And they're going to start
As
top two
long
as well. So something to build off of. BCWee
as
still
long as
has
you're
yet to be played
statistically in
this
it, why
match.
not keep trying? Yeah,
This could be the X factor. I mean, top two is extremely strong on this track. Having the only Daisy in the room is extremely strong as well. This is going to be a big track pick if they can get this.
And they
And they
do.
do. Okay,
That's
so
huge.
there's a chance. There's definitely a chance.
And they're alive. And they also have what I will just say is probably the best Funky Kong glitch taker on the planet in Fox. At least online, I feel like this guy, we've seen him make it online so many times in so many different situations. There might be items on it, and he's still able to make it shroomless on Funky Kong. So this will be huge for B Kamachi here. This track kind of being their bread and butter.
Yeah. Fresh early shroom is really important that he got up there with those. Gonna be in first. Hopefully for him blocking the cut, he should probably be going on the right side, which may give Fox a chance to get into first, but he gets redded. I was gonna say Fresh was gonna lose some time blocking the cut,
There's the
and
try
Fox could
cut.
maybe get back into
Rosen's
first.
eighth, by the way. Rosen is dead eighth. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, looks like Goober went for it and failed. The cut is open, so Rosen will be catching up, most likely. You'd expect him to make it. And yeah, there he is, popping up into, what is that, fourth place now?
And Zilla with a TC2. They're in gone bottom two after Goober failed the cut. So good measures by B Kamachi to keep this race within striking distance. Those greens though. Oh my
Yeah, that was
goodness.
a crazy green that hit Fox. It was like going
I think it
sideways.
was I think it was like trick shotted, maybe.
It was something about that
Because there's no
was
way his
off. I
teammate
don't know.
backed him. So wow.
Yeah, but it looks like Lover's Posture is maybe top two, if not 1-3. And it's going to be about, again, stopping Rosen from taking this glitch and turning the race in his team's favor. Fox looks like he's gearing up to go for glitch 2 with the golden. Going to have somebody in a
It's
mega on
mega
his
for one of
tail.
the Lover's Posture members, unblocks it.
Oh
And
my
there he is
gosh, he
making
just
it
doesn't
with the
miss it.
golden. He does get
Gets
back
Nana, he's
banana
not going
though,
to be
but
able to
here
get
he
all the way up.
comes.
Brody could red him here. Is that a red or maybe a green? I am
That's a red. That's
colorblind.
a
It's a
red.
red. It's a red.
Yeah.
He breaks
It
it, losing a lot of
breaks.
time.
He does lose a little bit of time, but he's
And he
green
gets
though.
sniped. Brody making a big play to keep the top two, and they're holding blue. So if they get this top two over the line, that's such a big cushion for them going into
This
the last couple
TC.
of races.
Oh my god, this TC. And Zach is hit out.
Yeah,
Rosen's
Rosen is
TC'd.
gone.
It's
No
all down
shot
to
for them
Fox
though.
here.
Alo respawning, so they don't have it. It looks like the baggers are still going back, so maybe no shot
Lover's
can play
Posture
yet.
need to block right now.
Yeah, Fox is gonna go for it if he can, but there's a
And it's
fib blocking the
there's a
entire
fib
thing.
on it. And the red's
Top two
not gonna
looking
be able
very
to connect.
secure. Rosen went around glitch 2. They just have no way back into this race. What did he even get hit by?
He threw the red. He trick shotted the red. Oh my goodness. He trick shotted the red and it targeted onto Fox.
That is
And they
gross.
are just gonna get gone
This top
top
two
two.
is
I
gonna
mean,
stay.
that's unbelievable. I mean, Lover's Posture are just having their way with Bikamachi during these races. They're playing with their food. He didn't need to do that. I mean, that was
Yeah,
insane.
that is disgusting. I mean, what a showing from
I
Fresh
only
that
recognized
race.
it because that's happened to me before. I think it was either Jeff or Frozen. Somebody on JX did it to me during a Mogi, and I was just like, "Wow!" I mean, what was the need for that? And I mean, seriously, Brody, what was the need for that? My goodness, that was crazy right there.
Yeah, absolute scenes here, and it's not that big of a win because they did get bottom two, but again, I think it pushes them very close to that one race cushion where like AI
Yes,
can't win without all running. I'm not sure if they're exactly there yet, but it's very close. 2 races to go, so a winning race here would pretty much seal it for Lover's Posture, starting in top two, and that was AI's like that was their moment, that was their
yes.
X Factor
We talked
track
about
pick,
it.
the top two with the Daisy, but Fresh getting into the front just changed the entire race. That was so important. He didn't really hit anyone on his way up, but just being able to block glitch and control the pace really just kept everything working for them, despite Fox's heroics on lap one.
So Lover's Posture are kind of creeping right now with just 2 races to go. They've got a 28-point lead after that. And Brody with 121. As you said before, we're kind of watching him try maybe to break that record set by Michael G. He's only a third place and a second place away, folks.
Yeah, they're looking to make history on multiple fronts, highest individual score in a D1 finals, and also obviously the first time that most of them have won Division One finals too, cementing themselves in a relatively short list of champions of the game.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah.
they still have to close it out.
Yeah, no, and I mean, this is another track that Fox especially is really good at, and we saw he is very much focused this second match. However, he needs to like do something with this Mega in second, for example. I like him using it right now to try and maybe hit some of the Lover's Posture members. Looks like Rosen's gonna shroom ahead of him, and he's not getting anybody with that Mega. I mean, that's a very impactful item right there, just not being used to its fullest potential, I feel.
Yeah, strange choice. I'm not exactly sure why he decided to pull the trigger there. Maybe he thought he would gain more time than he actually did, because Zilla just still has so much breathing room up there, and he's going to be back spamming them for sure this lap. And since there was a POW just used, I don't think that they have to worry about a target POW. Great fib there, right in the perfect landing spot from Zilla. That's exactly what they need to keep him up there in first.
I mean, yeah, and we need sort of a sense of urgency, I feel like, from B. Komachi in these final turns of lap two. That
Oh, that's
blue is going to
big.
be really huge, though. He
I
throws
was
it
gonna
right
say,
now.
yeah, Fox definitely starting to chain boxes, going for blue, and he gets one there in seventh. That's gonna
Here
connect on the
comes the sense of
turn.
urgency, yeah.
Rosen's gonna get into first there, which is really good. And we
Good
see
red.
Gilbert's posture back in bottom two, and a POW to boot for AI as well. If they can manage to take out like Zilla, and maybe if he has a teammate near him, this could be really bad for Lover's posture. We'll see how they manage this POW though. They have some space, which is a good sign. It's probably going to come in a couple seconds once Rosen is safe over the cut.
Does not get backward. That's really big. Doesn't get back green either. The POW ultimately not doing very
He's
much. Zilla is
fine.
still
His teammate
surviving in
behind him
second
might not be
place.
so lucky. There's a bill dodge for Fresh. He's going to get second off of this, and Brody's up there as well.
Two,
It's a winning race for Lover's
three,
posture. It's a
two, three,
winning
four.
race.
Winning race. Okay, so depending on what spot they get, I think that was 5, 6, 7. So yeah, 2, 3, 4, 8. If they get ninth, I'm pretty sure that Bikamachi have to get top 4, 9 or all run.
Oh, that's such an awful spot to be in. How, like, making that decision, is it worth it to all run, or do you go
It's
for the
worth it to go for
absolutely
the
perfect
tie.
race?
Yeah.
I mean, Lover's posture one short step away on the path to earning the crown here.
And it looks like Krusty did get ninth place, so that is, yeah, minus 31 deficit
Exactly
for Bikamachi
31.
right now. With a top 4, 9, they can tie. With an all run, they can win. Otherwise, Lover's Posture will be crowned champions. By the way, Brody does need first place this race in
First
order
place to
to,
get the record. A
yeah,
little
to get the the Mike G
side quest
record. Yeah.
happening in the
Yes. Yes.
meantime. Yeah, let's see. Looks like Ghost
Oh, they're
Valley
doing
2
it.
being queued up.
They're
They're
doing
going
it.
for the all run. I mean, yeah, you don't want to play for the tie because you need a miracle just to force a tiebreaker GP that you might not even win either. I
Exactly.
mean,
Yeah. Maybe during the regular season, but yeah.
you got to
Right now,
put
no.
the odds at like a 99.9%.
Here we go.
I mean,
All right.
we're gonna need to see miracles on miracles for AI to have a chance at winning this one.
Yeah, I mean, in the
Here we
closing
go.
seconds of the closing GP of the closing match of D1 this season,
AI are gonna be sending the house. Krusty will be going forwards for the first time all match, trying to put up some points on the board.
Fox with these triple shrooms, obviously going to try to shroom up early, break into these top spots that, Lover's Posture may be occupying. They're top 2 right now, but again, they need more than this. Top 3, though, now things are getting a little bit interesting as we enter the second lap.
Yeah, they have a start. They have something to work with here. They got to start going for hits. I mean, if you're Lover's Posture, you got to be playing pretty safe. As long as you stay in contention, you're fine. And Brody is making a way up to the front there, taking a really fast cut and bumping Fox out of there.
Triple reds, but Fresh counters it with the Mega. We'll see
Army
that.
gets hit and he gets comboed. That's so good for Lover's Posture. It's just going to be so hard for him to find a way back into the race. Krusty
Yeah,
getting hit
there
as
goes
well.
Krusty. And
2-3.
we'll
It's going to be
see.
so hard to do anything about this. They're like one turn away from winning Division
We need a
1 for the
blue for the
first
Michael G
time.
record. No, it doesn't
And
look
that's
like it.
gonna be it. I don't know what
Yeah,
the spots
wow.
are. It doesn't matter.
Doesn't really
Lover's
matter,
Posture
yeah.
wins Division 1 for the first time.
Wow. Congratulations to them. What an achievement as we see this group of friends now become a group of champions. My hat's off to them. I mean, what a well played match by them. Well played match by B Komachi as well. And yeah, they are the champions of GSC Season 13 Division 1. Congratulations to all of these players. Very well
Yeah,
played.
extremely well deserved. What a consistently dangerous team, putting up an incredible regular season, earning the 1 seed in a D1 where it looked like they were probably predicted to get third, I would imagine, but they showed that they could not only compete with these other top teams, but maybe even rise above. And it's looking like, I'm gonna say it, over the past, 6 month, 8 month period, that these guys are the best team in the world. Is that crazy?
I don't think that's crazy.
They have a winning
I
record
actually
against
don't.
everyone.
Yeah.
They won. They got second. They barely got second last season, and then now they just won it pretty handedly, like with
I mean,
a
here they
really
all
impressive
are. I mean,
performance. I mean,
immediately. Yeah, the entire team. Here we go. Wow.
yeah, are
So
they in
we'll
here
have an
already?
interview in just a moment, folks.
Here they come, the new champions. Congratulations.
Yes.
Wow. Great job, folks.
Thank you. What's up,
Thank you.
everyone? What's up?
That was electric.
What's up, stream?
Okay. All right. Well, first of all, we just wanted to say congratulations to you guys. This is a long time coming. Obviously, losing last season to Subject of Xander was very, very difficult, I imagine, to overcome as a team. Um, what do you think? Where do you think it came from? Finding it in you guys to win these two matches, play so well. I mean, just execute so brilliantly. What was kind of the mindset going into it? Just tell us all about it.
I don't think we really had a mindset. I think we just we just wanted to play. Obviously we had a really good season that I don't know if any of us were really expecting to have. I mean, I didn't play for 2 months before the season, and I came into the very first war sick as a dog, and like hadn't touched the game in 2 months. And I don't know. We just seemed to put everything together and just play really well for 10 matches. And um, obviously, these two matches, I think, I don't know. I can't speak for others, but that seemed to be like the best we've ever played as a team. Everything would just seem to be clicking and call, and like we were all popping off. So I don't know.
Yeah.
But we had like no pre-game ritual. We just kind of. I mean, I woke
Yeah,
up
yeah,
10
yeah.
minutes before the match.
I
And
literally set my
just-
alarm for 11.
course,
Yeah.
of course.
That is so
Yeah.
sick.
Some extra Z's.
Well, I
We just
mean,
rolled in.
I feel like that in and of itself is kind of a mindset, just kind of being like, we're not scared of this big important finals match. We're going to show up, we're going to play our game. And you guys certainly did that, walking away with this huge win here. If you have any questions, Torp, for these guys, I'll get to mine for Brody in a minute.
I mean, yeah, I want to echo that. Like, it just seemed like you guys played so well in like every scenario. I was blown away at not only like the execution, but also just the consistency throughout the whole season. It's so rare that you find a team that is, relatively less experienced and their opponents play so well. So, hats off to you guys. That was nuts. So I was saying that I think you guys are the candidate for, if there was like an end of the year wrap up, you guys would be the best team in the world right now. Is that something that you guys like strived for specifically, or is it just kind of something that you stumbled into as a result of playing together for so long?
I'd like to answer that.
Yeah.
So a couple seasons ago, when the team first formed, it was Alex, and Alex was trying to convince me to play, and we were a D3 team at the time. And I remember specifically Goober was asking me. He said, he's like, like, because I was getting offers from like other teams or whatever, and the Goober was saying like, you can play here and we can grow as a team rather than just joining a good team. And I think that's the reason I even played in Lover's Posture to begin with. And ever since then, that's kind of been the goal. That's kind of been the mindset, is to win RTD1. Because I mean, we were a D3 team. We moved up to D2. We won our qualifier. We made it to D1. We had a couple, I would say, pretty solid D1 seasons, but couldn't make playoffs for a couple of them, and then barely missing out last season. And then this season, we ended up winning. I would say that's due to a couple of reasons. I would say the individual skill of all of us has improved like dramatically. I mean, Brody just 140'd, Fresh MVP'd the division with a 36 average. I mean, Brody's still third in divs, Goober fifth in divs. Like all my teammates are so good. And another thing I'd like to point out is I feel like we have a really good core. Like we're not just a team that shows up for the match. Like we're really good friends too. And I think that really shows through with our chemistry. I mean, I've been playing with Brody for a long time now, but even like Alex and Fresh, I mean, we'll just play and lounge or call for hours. And I mean, I think it shows through with our gameplay. I mean, not only do we win, but we have a great time doing it. And I think that's the result of, all the hours that we spend together. So I think that's the most important thing.
Yeah, no, I mean, I was talking about it during the match. I think it was during match 2. You guys, whenever, you tune into your streams, it sounds like you guys are almost like a family, all playing in the same house. And that's so beautiful. I mean, I love kind of the fact that I think that you guys all being sort of so close outside of the game makes it so that even though Fox and Barney or Jeff and Frozen, these guys have so much chemistry, it's like, you do too, because you're just always hanging out with each other, always, in the same VCs. So it ultimately leads to things like this, where you guys played very, very well today. And you mentioned how Brody 140 during match 2. And I mean, we were watching him and we were just in amazement at how he was just winning like every race. I mean, seriously, throughout both of the matches. I want to ask Brody, I know that this is kind of a difficult question to answer because it's so a little vague, but how do you think that a performance like that happened today? I mean, like, do you want to point maybe to your teammates, or was there maybe specifically like shocks or something like that? Like, how do you guys think you specifically and your team as a whole was able to kind of dominate for many of these races?
So specifically, I mean, to get 140, I think you need a decent amount of good luck. But
Yeah, for sure.
I will say, like, how I did it in the second match, I guess, was I did a really good job of like staying in the front and holding my spot, and we did pull a lot of blues to hold for me, so that always helps.
Yes.
But I mean, I guess it was just kind of everything. Everything just came together in that last match, like for me individually and for us as a team. I guess there isn't that much else to say, but
I guess I could comment on that a little bit. At the beginning of the war, we were down, and it seemed like we were getting like one like bottom 3 or like 2 bottom 3, and like Brody was really the only one like keeping us in the war, to be honest. And I think after like race 5 or something like that, it was okay. Like we need to step up, because we need to get some mid spots too. We can't just get bottom spots and have Brody like carry us.
Exactly.
So, I think like the difference was Brody was just getting first no matter what. Like he was playing so well, and just maintaining like the most frontal presence for our team, which is really, really important. And I think I would argue that Brody's probably the best player in the game at the moment. So it's like really important that he's that person up at the front. So it's good that he's just I don't even know how he does it. To be honest.
I mean, no, you explained it perfectly. I think that what I was really trying to hark at was that like he was the anchor and like the frontal presence for the beginning of the match where you guys were down. He still was able to score 49, even though you guys weren't able to get very good scores. And then once you guys were kind of able to settle into the match, you were able to run with him and then kind of start getting those great races. So I think that was very well put by you, Zilla. So yeah, no, awesome job, guys. I also want to highlight Aidlo, who you played super well during this match, my man. I saw that for a lot of lap two and the latter half of match one. Match two and match one. It seemed like you're getting a lot of shocks and we're kind of in control of the bagging department. You've had a meteoric rise to the top in bagging up to this point. And how do you feel like you played today, and how do you think it kind of impacted this win as, you know, the person that's on the other side, the person that's bagging?
Yeah, I mean, like honestly, it was pretty good. I mean, I felt like I did pretty well in both matches. I could have definitely done a lot better, like as everyone can. But
Mhm.
yeah, there was a couple like definitely on what race was it? Delfino on match two. I got shock in ninth, and that literally is like a 30-point swing. If they got shock there, it's pretty much over for our team at least. And then I think we still ended up getting what top 2-4 or something close to
Yeah,
that.
yeah, top two,
Yeah,
four.
we got
It
top two.
was.
But yeah, it was really good. Obviously, it's awesome to see our team win D1 after like almost 2 years of being a team, especially moving up from D3 to D2, now to D1, being on top.
Yeah,
It's
fantastic
been
job,
a
guys.
historic rise. I want to ask one more question for Fresh, who's the only one that we haven't really given the mic to. Um, with all due respect, I think 2 or 3 years ago, I think you are someone that may have been seen as a weaker link in this team, and now here we are with you, MVPing Division One and winning it all. What's been your key to improvement? Maybe what advice would you give to people who are trying to improve in the way that you have so quickly?
So it's really funny because back then, right? Like I wasn't really a huge fan of Wars, and I was just more like just playing Lounge. And I found this team at a really good time. I think it was through Nuke. I found this team through Nuke, and he recommended it to me. And just from playing Wars here, because I mean, I don't think anyone's mentioned it so far, but we've really never scrimmed up till this point. Like, or I wouldn't consider our team to be very active when it comes to scrims, but just through our matches and through playing and improving, I think at least individually that's helped me a lot. And obviously the MVP D1, which again I wasn't even expecting, to be honest, going into the season, not playing very actively and having a different internet configuration. So all those issues aside, I mean, it's just so nice to be able to win and show out here.
Yeah, excellent,
Yeah.
excellent job, boys.
That's
Really well
awesome.
played today.
If I could
Anything
just
you
take
guys
a
want to
moment.
say? Oh
Yeah,
Yeah, go ahead.
Go ahead.
I just want to thank everyone that's played with Lovers Posture, and especially these four. I mean, as someone who came back to the game and made a team, I actually couldn't have gotten any luckier with the people that came to me and the people that I reached out to. Choosing to play here and stick with me for the last couple seasons. It's definitely been an interesting like year and a half, 2 years, but I don't think any team's ever won D1 this fast in terms of like just making a team and then climbing to the
Getting
top.
there,
I don't know. So I'm very happy, and I actually couldn't have easier teammates to play with or better teammates. So
Yeah,
Mhm,
that's
mhm.
awesome for you. I know that you were maybe considering not playing anymore after your time in like PT and EM back then, and then you did your own thing, started your own team, and look at how far you guys got. That is an
It's
awesome story.
remarkable, yeah. We don't see this very often in Mario Kart Wii. You know, new teams kind of be made essentially out of thin air just a couple of years ago, and then go on to accomplish something that many teams before you have never done. So, congratulations once again, boys. Thank you so much for the excellent performance that you put on today. Thank you all so much for watching. Thank you, Torp, for casting alongside me. Thank you, JC, for stream hosting. This has been us at Mario Kart Central Wii. Thank you for joining us during this Division 1 Finals cast. And we'll see you next time, folks. Have a great rest of your day.